I'm just I'm gonna give it like maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 10. Is that a jump? No tracking. Jump evade lows. Okay. I want to talk about this character since I met my goal. What is my goal, you might all ask? This was my goal. So the song is kind of loud. We'll let DOA music cook for a little bit. So the reason I went back on ranked, for now at least, I'm done though, was to get the star rank. That was it. Was it Topaz? Topaz? I thought with the people who play the game and my current skill, this should be, I wouldn't say easy, but it should be feasible, which kind of means easy. And we did it. Chat, we did it. I'm going to be uploading the rest of my ranked matches. There's still quite a bit. There's still like a ways to go. And then I was going to upload the Rage Quit saga, but I think I'm going to save that for the end after I get caught up on all of my other videos. Because I honestly considered uploading them like earlier, only because I don't know if I want to include some of the Rage Quit videos like in the uploads, like the people I fought that did Rage Quit like during the match, and just have it all as one thing. But I don't think people really want to watch that, because it's like if you expect the whole video to be about rage quitting, then it shouldn't be something that takes up too long, take too much time. Okay. So why are we here? What is this stream? I wanted to talk about why I really love Nyotengu. I want to talk about her frames, because what's crazy is that in my time of playing this game, actually, let's see. I want to see something here. Does this game give you stats on how many times you fought like a specific character? Does it show? Does it not? Sort by total runs. Ranked. Lobby. Overall. No. Damn, it doesn't? Alright, well, I kind of want to talk about my experience with Nyotengu. I want to talk about aspiring DOA players, and I want to talk about like improvement because I know even just now I get a lot of questions. There's a question I probably have to answer on YouTube rather than here, and I'd wish the person who asked the question came here so I can talk about it. But Nyotengu is one of my favorite characters easily, and I have actually not seen a single Nyotengu in this run, like this year when I started playing again. When I first, like when DOA 6 first came out, the only Nyotengu I think I fought, there might have been like a couple others, but like the only notable Nyotengu I ever fought was Codemaster, and that was it. I have not seen a single other Nyotengu since. I know I've seen at least 1 or 2 in ranked, but aside from that, like I've probably fought like a total of 3 or 4. And this ranked, the people who do play still, now I'm not in the ranks, like I'm not gonna be playing ranked anymore. I'll let y'all like go at it. The most common characters I saw were Elena, Ayane, I think that's it, really. I've seen a few Hayabusas. There's one specific guy that played Rachel, 1 or 2 Momijis, no Raidos, of course. I've seen a single Elliot, a lot of Maries, 1 or 2 Rigs, 1 Hitomi, couple Lei Fangs, a lot of Janleys. Alright, so I've seen, I guess I could like, I guess first of all I'll talk about Nyotengu, and then I'll talk about how to deal with certain matchups with certain characters. And I do want to talk about like my struggles with ranked, and then I want to talk about learning the matchup. And if you're new to DOA or you're just here to like get information, the proper way to like learn a matchup, you know, how to fight a character. Because for me, the 2 biggest characters that would always consistently beat my ass online, I would feel like regardless of if it was online or not, were Elena and Lisa. Those 2 were the 2 characters that would always give me trouble. I would just say fuck, like just out loud every time I had to fight them, and it was just like I didn't really expect to win a lot of those matches. But we went in the lab, we learned how to deal with their bullshit. We learned when it's okay to press buttons, when you gotta hold the block button. And it's especially difficult online because you can't react to free cancels as easily. I can't, at least. I know I've seen Hoodless and I've seen like Emery and a few other people be able to do that, but like personally for me, nah. Like offline I can do it easily. Online there's certain moves that I literally just I don't even bother trying to like counter, or I don't try to like punish correctly because the way that the online works. So first and foremost, I will say anything that's in my experience in playing ranked, people will treat anything that's -10 and lower safe. Just a reminder, -10 moves are not safe, but when you play online, people can get away with it. This is safe. That's also safe. But it doesn't mean press a button in that scenario. The only time you want to press a button, in Nyotengu's case especially, is if you free cancel and then you expect them to mash out of it. Because unless they're like mashing that button immediately, there's going to be a delay between when they think you're going to free cancel if they're trying to guess. So you can do something like that and then go into P plus K. But that's risky. That's risky. You don't want to just do that all the time. One of the biggest things I learned, or I had problems dealing with, especially when you use Nyotengu, is that Nyotengu is a slow character, okay? And I can see why people wouldn't want to play her because of that. But hear me out. Nyotengu is actually... she's a very tricky character. Not so much for like the person playing her, but playing against her. Because she's more like setup heavy rather than like beating your ass, get max damage, and consistently... Like, she does big damage. Like, I think one of the biggest things to like show off is if you high counter and then you have them crouch. Like this high counter, it just does so much damage. And like she has like a lot of skills that just does a lot. So, like, you can, well, I was trying to do the close hit. I'm so glad that I'm fumbling right now. But hey, I'm not playing ranked anymore. Anyways, like 104, you can do that. Or if you know you're just going to go for the kill, you just do this, because you do more damage this way. Like, good lord. And if you wanted to, you know, quick combos do the most damage with these. And you don't want to, like, if you want to do the bound, like for me, if I go over my videos, which I will later, you'll see that I typically only go for the bound if I'm going for a setup. So if I'm going for this, or if I go for like the let me see, how do I don't want to do the whole combo, but I guess I have to. Like if I were to go for this, but I'm gonna try and encourage more people to play this character and not be intimidated by using her because she's slow. But also, one thing I want to say, this is a great move, but for the love of God, you don't have to use it like every second of every hour. She has other options. She has other moves like this one. She's got this, and you can round start this sometimes. It really depends on the person you're fighting, but all right, let me take high counter off. Now, one of the biggest things I had to like unlearn or relearn is when you play online, you cannot play. I definitely mentioned this in one of my other streams. Do not play off, like don't go online playing like an offline player, because then you're just gonna get your ass beat. And that's what I used to do. Like that's exactly what I used to do before like I got to the S rank and then I stopped playing ranked. So I had to like, I don't know how, I don't think there's a better way to put it, but like I had to fight like an online player. And there's a lot of people that fight very online, like, and in order to beat people who fight like an online player, you have to play like an online player, I'm telling you. Otherwise you'll just lose, because if you try to play, like I've seen Hayabusas do this move. Now look at how unsafe this is though. It's minus 18. Well, it gives me, it's plus 18 for me because I'm the one blocking it. But for Hayabusa, it's minus 18. You try to go for the optimal punish, and instead, you'll get hit, which is usually what ended up happening to me. So, like, Hayabusa would do something like, let me see, so, you know, something like that. Well, that's plus 10 for me. It's unsafe, so that means forward throw, right? All right, you would think that's the answer. What did I get hit with online? And I was just so miffed. Somebody did something so unsafe. I threw them. Oh, it was a Marie. It's always Marie players on Wi-Fi, bro. If you guys know Marie's like triple kicks, but like her little running kick thing, that shit is like negative. What is it, like negative 11 or negative 12 or something? Actually, we'll see. I'm gonna check it out. The amount of Maries that did that move in neutral, and the amount of times I would throw punish them, and then I would get hit in the head instead, was absolutely and actually absurd. So, if there's one thing I want to say, we gotta do the whole thing. If there's one thing I want to say, if you're dealing with a player who's pressing buttons no matter what, like if they hit you with this move, that's negative 12. So for me, that's plus 12, which means if I do this, that's guaranteed. But what would end up happening is I'd get hit. So if you want to know how to deal with players like that in general, just attack, bro. It sounds like the most obvious thing ever, and it should be, but like, that's something you have to unlearn. I know that move is unsafe, but I know that this person's connection isn't good. Therefore, if I try to throw them, I'm just gonna lose. With Nyotengu being an especially slow character, you have this option, and if they try to do, you know, this, if you notice that they're doing that a lot, I mean, the only advice I can give is Nyotengu, but like, some characters have a mid-kick pokes, but for Nyotengu, you might want to do this. Or you can throw them if you expect it, but that's, to me, that's more risky. Because for Nyotengu at least, this is still a guard break. And people have press buttons after that, believe it or not. Yes. Alright. So, why do I love this character, aside from her design and her, well, the main thing is the setups. But, like, I want to talk about some of the setups, though. So, I've discussed it in some of my other... in some of my other streams, but we can compile it into this one, too. The biggest thing about Nyotengu is her setups. Because she's a relatively slow character, you know, 15 frame forward punch, 14 frame high, which are really slow. You can actually just duck, like, you can just go with that, or if some characters just have ways to get around it really easily, and they don't track until the third hit. That doesn't track? Interesting. What makes this character particularly tricky is, we'll just have it like this, and we have them hold. Okay, so what happened? She's +6 in this scenario. I think if they roll back, I might be unsafe, I think. But she's +6. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that my forward punch is no longer 15 frames, but it's 9 frames. It means that my high punch is no longer 14 frames, but it's 8 frames. So what made me climb really easily, actually, was because people did not respect Nyotengu's pressure. And I don't, you know, you can't fault people for not knowing stuff. Yes, you can. The frame data is right there in the game. But every single person, and it would be the same people I fight. And I mentioned this to some people yesterday, last night. But rather than trying to fight Nyotengu, they just use every defensive option instead of, like, learning how to confront the character. So that means break holds, that means break blows, that means sidestepping, that means doing evasive maneuvers, that means attacking when it's not their turn. For the love of God, no one, like, there's only, like, a few people who actually genuinely knew the matchup and knew how to deal with Nyotengu, which means I actually had to think more about what I needed to do and how to approach the fights. When I tell you that I barely had to do that, I can probably say that there were at least 5 people that I fought online that knew how to, like, adjust to Nyotengu specifically. So everyone else did not bother trying to learn. And so, you know how earlier I said Lisa and Elena were the 2 worst matchups for me? You know what I did? I went to the lab. I learned how to deal with her. I learned what you were supposed to do as Nyotengu. As Nyotengu, you have to do true mids. What do they do? Round start, they go into the Bokuho stance. And what can you do as Nyotengu? You have an offensive throw. I did that, like, pretty often, and they still, like, they never adapted or adjusted. And I got a bunch of free, like, round start damage from it. And when they did finally adjust, they were out there throwing the most unsafe things that would sometimes work, but, like, a lot of times it didn't. And now, since I'm, like I said, I'm kind of done with ranked. I'm kind of done. I'm not gonna say all of Nyotengu's secrets, but I'm gonna at least mention a lot of, like, her stuff. If you get force tech, if you're in a situation and someone does this to you and you tech up, for the love of fuck, don't press a button. You are not plus. It is still my turn. Now, of course, this opens you up even more, right? It opens up more options for Nyotengu. If I know that I do this setup and you don't press a button, I can just put you right back in it, you know? But literally, and I mean literally every single person I fought online would not block. Let's see. But like I said, Nyotengu is a slow character, so you kind of have to think outside the box, right? Round start is kind of, it's sometimes an important like dictator, like it kind of dictates the flow of the game, like the flow of the match. Sometimes if I hit you for some damage, I don't have to go in anymore. Like if the clock's running out, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to engage. I have this. Like if I'm at a range like this, the amount of people that would just hold is actually crazy to me, because you don't need to do anything. Because imagine you hold, which I did catch a few people like this, and you'll see them in some of the videos I'll upload, but like I'll go for this, they'll hold something, and then it's like, that's free damage. It goes from 58 damage, which is quite a bit, to 87. Look how much health that took out. Don't hold. Like, of course, it's only -2. And the other thing is, too, if you hold it, you sidestep it. You automatically sidestep it. But, like, that doesn't help you. And it doesn't really benefit me either. But, like, what are you going to do from this range? Well, obviously, I can't grab you from there, but I have to. Anyways. Let me see, what else? Safe throws. So, the benefit of this. What the heck? Don't do that. The benefit of doing a safe throw is that for a lot of people, the go-to way to get out of like stunt situations is to low hold. All right, you would never catch me just low holding bullshit, right? Because personally, it's like you put yourself in more trouble by trying to do that. A player who can adapt fairly quickly will just beat your ass even worse. And like I said, Nyotengu's this throw, the big throw, does so much damage that you don't want to just do that. And I've caught so many people. But anyways, you do this, and then they'll low hold, and then you'll get a free throw. But the idea of this move, or the setup, is that you're +6 still. It is still your turn. The stun lasts long enough for you to recover, but you don't want to do the big swing, because if you do the big swing, then you're only +1. That's not, you're still plus, but you want more frames. Hello, friend. You're my biggest fun. I like having fun. That's why I play DOA sometimes. But sometimes, if you want to have fun, you don't want to play DOA. Do I play Arcade Legend? I used to, but not. Like, I'll only probably do that for DOA 5. DOA 6 Arcade is so garbage, I think. Because of the way the AI functions there. They're not really fun to fight. And personally, they're not really fun to watch. Alright, so what was I saying? I was saying words. Saying don't. Oh, plus frames, right? So you have the option of, if they don't low hold and they do a normal hold, you know, you can just, like, you can still do this. And of course, you'll see that happen a lot. And I will say this. I will do a lot of the same setups because a lot of the players that I fought never adjusted to them. And it's crazy to me because it's like, Nyotengu is really slow. She has, I wouldn't say she's predictable, but she has only so few options that she can go to in certain situations, right? If I go for this, well, okay, that's disingenuous, all right? I'm not gonna like gaslight y'all into thinking, oh, I can easily beat Nyotengu now because I have this now. Nyotengu has a lot of options from this. You have, this is the most favored thing to do because if it's blocked, it's only -2. You can sidestep attack. You can fuzzy guard. You can go for this because a lot of people still try to throw you thinking it's like really unsafe. You can go for this. Christy remain Anna? I don't follow. Are you saying Anna Williams? But yeah, I can go for this. Well, yeah, I mean I can just, I don't know why. You can go for that. You can go for this. You can go for this. Like, she has options. What I wanted to do more online was that. because it'll still trick people into thinking it's their turn. They do a move, you sidestep, and then you can go for a free like thing. Are you saying she reminds you of Anna? Okay, let's see, what else is there? See, that version is minus though. Oh, let me make it so that they don't. What? How do I turn this off? Oh, I think that's already off. What I want to turn off is this. No, I'm not interested in Mortal Kombat. Alright. But also, speaking of, what I was talking about earlier, I say Nyotengu has kind of a predictable outcome, but like, I want to say that the lie detector determined if that was a lie. So, the other thing about Nyotengu is that... Damn, what was I gonna say? I think it had something to do with this, maybe? Forward throw. Something like that. Oh, right, I remember. So basically, Nyotengu has some really good quick launch game. Because if you're a lightweight, and I do this, I can still get a full bound combo off of you. And I can still go for like the setup, right? If you don't tech up, that's free damage. And if you tech up, I'm plus 6. That's not ZZZ? You're right. Did you see Rat? Did you see Rat? I haven't been playing ZZZ though. I'm gonna probably get on later because I haven't spent any energy. I need to catch my characters up. I got to Internet 40. I'm like Internet 41 if I do like some stuff. But like, there's a lot to work on. I've been mostly focused on Star Rail. Tekken 7? No. Or Tekken 8? Not either. So Anthony, what we're doing since I hit my goal. This was my goal, right? You see, I got the topaz rank, bro. I got the star rank. But I wanted to talk about like my experience online and like helping not just newer players, but players who are kind of like stuck or don't know matchups and shit, kind of figure things out. So one thing, I guess what I should say is a disclaimer. Online doesn't mean shit, all right? Do not get it in your head that, you know, jeez. I don't know. Beating players online isn't the same as beating them offline. DOA 6's online is not good. It's terrible. 2 players can have, like, I will say, there's only been one person in the entire time that I've ever played DOA 6 ever, where bro was on Wi-Fi, okay? Now, this is important when I say this. Bro was on Wi-Fi, but his connection was so flawless. It was so perfect. I can't even describe it. I will never forget it because it was a Hayabusa player. He wasn't, he was kind of new to the game. I'll say that. But his connection felt like we were in the same room playing the same console on the same system. Same system, same console. Obviously, same thing. But like we're on the same TV on the same console, like just sitting on the couch playing the game together. Bro's connection was so good, and I'll never forget that. Please, do I play Arcade Legend? Not for DOA 6. Online sure was getting in your head last week. Nah, online was fucking my ass up. Listen, when you have people who do this move, when I tell, okay, understand this. Oops. What? Why does that happen? If I do this move and it's -12, okay, if a person does this online, right, it's -12. That means a free throw, right? Right? No, you're wrong. Actually, what that means is it's still my turn. That's what online means, and it's so hard to deal with that because you have to essentially unlearn a very important and core mechanic to the fucking game. Hayabusa and a 4-person myth. For me, the biggest problem, the characters who had like the no bar connections were either Jan Lee. Actually, wait, no, hold on. No, actually, okay. I think all of my Jan Lee experience were pretty good, or pretty solid. Like, in retrospect, they were all pretty solid. The Marie players, it was the Marie players who thought that they were some of the best fighters out there. Like, they thought they were actually like really good. But bro, when I tell you, when I was on ranked, right, and you know how you get the notification saying a new challenger appears and it shows you the connection, right? It was perfect blue, full connection, and I'm like, I waited. I wait for Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes I wait. I just wait. I'm like, okay, is it really a true blue connection? And then it was. And I was like, you know what? Okay, 5 seconds. All right, we'll accept the match. Why did I get into the match? Bro went from bright orange to deep orange. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I pressed kick. That shit came out 5 seconds later. And I'm just like, what? And bro was trying to like, I don't want to say, not taunt, not like, he was trying to like, I don't want to say troll, but he was acting like he was really good, but like, as a slow character, going against a character like Marie, and listen, I lost, I did lose, but I did not rematch, bro. And it's not just that one Marie player, it was like several Marie players that were like this, and I'm just like, bro, y'all are not actually good. That fucking connection of y'all is carrying y'all, it is doing its best to carry y'all as hard as it can. Marie got that Russian Wi-Fi? No, you're right. You want to see me play Arcade Legend with Christy? Maybe? I haven't used Christy in a long time, so I don't really remember her stuff. Let me talk about Nyotengu some more, and I'll consider it. But, like, I wish I could show... Like, I wish this game had a history of, like, how many times you fought certain characters. Actually, so you guys weren't here for, I mentioned it earlier, I think there was only like 2 or 3 people here at the time, but now that there's more people here, I want to go over it again. The worst offenders of the amount of characters that I've seen online, so I've seen, there was one person in particular who's used to Kasumi, but he was playing like he was always plus, and I've shown that guy, I played against him on one of my streams, and then I played, like I have a bunch of videos of me going against him, because what I wanted to show is that don't press buttons because you're a fast character. When you're -7, that doesn't mean that you're +7. Sad part is low latency works is, oh, how low latency worked is fucked. On their side, it might be a pristine 5-bar connection. Bro, good on my end. Peer-to-peer, man, this shit is insufferable. Bro, the Kasumi's existence is pressing buttons. Bro, we'll review the videos. We'll review the videos, but bro was pressing buttons like his life depended on it. And you had to humble them, right? You had to like kind of remind them, like, bro, first of all, this is online. You might be able to get away with it because people will let you, but thank God for Nyotengu's P+K. That's all I gotta say. The other, what are the characters? Elena players. Now, I fought a lot of Elena, like I said. She was by far my worst matchup because she got around literally every single thing Nyotengu did. But once I, like, figured out their game plan, what they do at round start, what they do mid-match, what they do as their setups, and how to, like, combat it, a lot of the Elena players, like, they're not... Okay. I don't mean shade when I say this. They're not good, alright? Like, obviously Excalibur is on a whole completely different like scale. I know E-Man is on a whole completely different scale. I know, like Crazy said, they're all on completely different like levels. But like, I don't think I fought like a truly good Elena player. I fought people who were good at fighting online because they were allowed to get away with a bunch of shit because it was online, but also because people didn't know the matchups. Like, I never truly felt like, damn, I'm losing to this Elena, and the only reason that they're beating me is because they're outplaying me. If you're not pressing, are you really living? Yeah, in Dead or Alive 6, you lost Legend difficulty. Oh, you only have Master? Okay. Bro throwing shade, and shade ain't even here. Nah, okay. That's not what I mean. Alright, you know what? I'll do that. I mean, like, I'll do Legend, but, like, I'll still lose. Like, you can still lose. Like, oh, wait, what is it? Bro, I haven't played arcade in so long. I was thinking I had a Christy there. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember how you use Christie at all. But like, the way that people play online is just, you can tell that they are like a chronically online player because they don't really know like frame data. They're just going off of like feel rather than like what is. And oh, that's always a close hit. What? What? Oh, it's a circle. Yeah, big throw. Oh, she threw. Have I tried Marvel Overwatch? No. I don't really have an interest in that. It's... Can I... What? Oh, that's not the button. I wanted to do this. Oh, you can't do that? Oh, you can't do that. Ow. I want to talk about Miss Marvel and Neat thing. Marvel and Neat being the same sentence. Hey, man. Some people are really enjoying the game. Let them cook. It seems pretty, fun for the people who really like it. I'm just. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I thought that... What is she... What? What? Okay. Am I... end the stream? Bro. What? Oh, that's a tracking move. Oh, okay. They go for a tracking move only when I start sidestepping. Ain't that crazy? Oh, my fault. My fault, gang. Use all your meter? I mean, what can Christie do? Like, doesn't she have like a relaunch that she can do? Like, I know she doesn't. It was a forward kick. Doesn't that relaunch? Shame that Nico and all these other characters forever confined to the eternal purgatory that is DOA 6. That's crazy because like Nico's actually genuinely good. DOA 6 Nyotengu was gonna like disappear into the void, and that's the saddest thing for me. Oh. Nice hold. Ow. DOA 6 Nyotengu will always remain my favorite. Oh, I guess I could have did, what is her back turn thing? You actually don't even have to dash up with Oh, that's a tracking move. Dude, they only do tracking moves right when you do side steps or anything that, like right there. I actually, fuck, I didn't press it fast enough there. Wow. I free canceled getting ready to throw them, and then I got hit in the mouth. Okay. Oh, that's not what I did. Wrong game. Can't do that. Oh, my fault. Nyotengu is just, remember the Tengu dude from DOA 2? He's hot woman now. I mean, but Nyotengu's design is just so good to me, though. Like, Banketsubo, like, they could have had Banketsubo in the game as well. And I know a lot of people, I think the reception was somewhat mixed when they showed Nyotengu, because I know a lot of people really like Banketsubo. But, like, remember when she could do her bound combo from wall splats? I remember. Ow. Let's say I get hit into the... Oh, dude, they know I hold that. Gender bending's always mixed. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit the... Okay. Like, offline, I can react to that. Easy. Online, that's not happening. But because that's a move that requires you to really be, like, paying attention. And any slight delay is just gonna fuck your whole day up. Especially if they're female. I mean, they've done that. What is that SNK game? They gender bent everybody. How well did that game do? Remember, it was like they called Terry Bogard with Busty Wolf, bro. Let's do unsafe moves because I can. Oh, well, there goes my great. Oh no, I don't need to use meter. I'm well, I'm not. Well, I'm plus, right? Yeah. Kometimasu. Oh, that's out. Okay, well, no, why would you do that? Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, that didn't work that time. I want to do the... She's got other moves that I want to... Does her 9K reach, or does it launch high enough for like lightweights to be bound? I don't remember. Like, I'm playing a very basic Christy because I'm trying to remember how to play this character. I used to love Christy. Like, in DOA 5 Ultimate, I did play Christy. Like, I used her. But, like, you know how many years ago that was? Am I gonna get a Street Fighter 6 mode now that I have Terry Mai? I mean, I'm not like a huge SNK fan, but like, if I were to get into it, I'd do it more for like, I don't know. I still do it for Aki, really. The amount of times I've seen that guy do that move. Oh no. Am I dead? Oh, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. Oh, okay, well, fair. Dude, Chrissy doesn't really get like a lot of damage off of like... Alright, good answer, good answer. That's not what I wanted at all. I would try to cancel that. Trying to do that. What? How did... Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Marisa's still mega fun. I do want to learn Marisa. I still want to learn DJ. But like I've never played charge characters, so that's difficult. I want to get Aki, but I hate the way that they make you buy like DLC characters in Street Fighter. She can probably get so much more damage off of that. What an interesting setup. Morata. Fucking heel click. Oh, dude, I threw that. I threw that hard. I guess if I'm gonna do that. Can I do this? No. Why do I keep pressing that button? Am I dead? No. No. Anyways. Christie's Anna Williams? Maybe. All because I decided to press 3K instead of 3P. Oh, my fault. My fault, G. He's so lucky that move, like, launches immediately. Nice safe throw. There we go. Now we do the right stuff. Okay, but like, what if I wanted to... Oh, he didn't... Okay, I did try to hold that mid-punch, but as you saw, like, it came out, but I gotta be faster than that, that's all. Da, 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 da. Wrong game. Oh, dude. Yeah. I was hoping I was gonna get meter before. Maybe I don't side step. Maybe I just... What is there other options from that? She can do, I know she's got the lows, but can't she do, like... that? Gotta go for that, cause... Ah! Oh, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to do the, I remember the move at the last second. the move I was trying to do was like she goes back and then she does like this rolling like back slap thing. Anyways, okay, now that we've taken care of that, let's go back to the Nyotengu talk. Let's go back and talk about why I love this character and why. You know what I didn't really talk about actually? What were the biggest changes that made her so good in this game? Now, if you guys were like wondering, I definitely advise to look at Emery and Excalibur's tier list. They placed Nyotengu at A, which is like, it's interesting because like the only notable Nyotengu I've ever seen was Nyotengu and then Codemaster. I haven't seen any other like Nyotengu players. But like Nyotengu got a huge ass upgrade because like in DOA 5, she didn't feel like a complete character to me. She only had what? This was plus in DOA 6 or DOA 5. In this game it's unsafe. It's -7. But that's why you also have this and you also have a follow-up. But you can also, because a lot of people won't be able to react to it, especially online. Brad? Can I use Brad? God damn it. Yeah, let me talk about Nyotengu a little bit more and I can do a Brad. Brad, okay. I guess they made that fair, but they also made this 10 frames because in DOA 5 this move is 11 frames. And it's still a good move, but it's not beating out a lot of stuff. Like Elliot's move, like I don't think it beats out Elliot's move in this game either, because I think it's 9 frames in this game. I'm pretty sure it's just 9 frames in general. Let's see. The bound system really works for Nyotengu. She's not a character that needs it. Like, there are some characters who like, well, okay, she does thrive off of bound system. I wouldn't say, it's more that I think about Momiji. And Momiji's bound only works in very specific scenarios. Like, you're not going to be using her bound, like, 90% of the time anyways. Nyotengu gets so many, like, options from the bound. Just the fact that you can put people... Oh, and let's talk about the other biggest change that they gave her. You know, okay, stop. The fact that she could do this, it's fucking huge. And in DOA 5, that's what she was missing because, like, sure, she could do, like... cheeky shit off like really specific scenarios. Like this is one I used one time online, right? It was against the Elliot player that I fought. What did I do? It was this. Like sure she could do this in DOA 5, but like you're not gonna be seeing a lot of that pretty much ever because she doesn't have like she doesn't have easy transitions to be able to just go into that. And if she does moves that make her do that, then yeah, she's gonna be plus, but like they're very rare and they have to be very specific. You want to see Brad? Patience. I don't know your name. The fact that Nyotengu also really deep stuns, like that's been a thing since DOA 5 though. She can do this, go into this, and now you either have to guess or take a lot of damage. Like, and the best thing about it is if you don't do anything in this game, you still have this. You just continuously have pressure with Nyotengu. This string is safe on block. I wish that they made this track like, I mean, that'd be asking for too much. But you know how they made Mila's 2KP track? But this move does stop a lot of like weird sidestepping things. It doesn't completely stop sidestepping, but it does stop things. And people will still press buttons. You're plus 11. But yeah, her fatal stun isn't that great because it's only applicable in this situation. Like, of course, if people are gonna like hold a lot or like low hold, you can do it there, and they're not gonna like stop attacking, then you can do it there, or maybe this one. But these scenarios aren't guaranteed. There are times where someone does like low kicks a lot. You can fly in and do that, which is something I wish I did exploit a little bit more. But I never really thought about doing that. Man, they really made Nyotengu so good, and it's sad that you're right. Longbow, I have to say your synthesis. That Nyotengu, and especially this version of Nyotengu, is gonna be trapped in this game, and the unfortunate thing is, while this game isn't that good, this DOA 6 version of Nyotengu is, and man, it just sucks because DOA 5 Nyotengu isn't. She'd probably be tier at most, probably. Average, she'd probably be at average at C tier, if anything, in DOA 5. In this game, the fact that they gave her so many like good and useful tools, like the hard knockdowns when they added that, and then you had like this. Now this was unsafe if they teched up, but if you go for this, and they teched up and you didn't go for the ground throw, now you're plus. They just got up, so you can go for this. Just go for another throw, or you just do a reset. Like, I'm actually surprised Nyotengu wasn't more popular. Like, I know what Longbow said earlier about originally it was Banketsubo, and Nyotengu literally just means female Tengu, so it's not like she has a purposeful identity or anything. It was like, make her a woman, throw her in there, let's go. But I was on board because even her English voice actress was like really good with her, and I really liked the English voice actor for this, or voice acting for this. The only thing that did suck that they took away from her was this, because before you could go for this and then go for a setup where it would give you a guaranteed throw, but you can't. The only way you go for a throw is if it's back turn, which I missed there. Let's see, how do I? And then it has to be close enough. Yeah, the only way to get it, as you can see, I'm like whiffing it, but like the only way to get it is if it's like that. And there's a way to do it. Like, you can go for this, and if they don't get launched from that, you fly. And if they try to wake up kick immediately upon hitting the ground, they will they'll miss, and I'll be back turn, and you can just, I'd usually go for this. But it also, if their back is turned, you get a bound combo from it. Okay, let me actually, okay, it's not launch. God damn it. Well, that was back turn that time. Alright, there. But it'd be easier to see. There's a lot to talk about with this character too. This move is really good for people who like to like run in, and it clips people a lot because now they're pressured, they have to get up or they get ground thrown, and you're still, I'm pretty sure you're still plus in that scenario. Let me see. Sideways. Yeah, you're plus 9 in that scenario, which means I still have free pressure. And the amount of people who just crouch, man. Alright, I'll do a Brad thing real quick. And then I'm gonna do like a video. I'll look at some of the videos I got before I upload them. But I want to talk about what players are doing wrong against Nyotengu. Well, like I said, there's like a few people who do like the correct option. But those are the only people who know how to like fight Nyotengu, rather than just using every defensive maneuver imaginable. Go it to be. Ow. God damn it. God damn it. All right. Enough of that. You did that? Alright, my fault. My fault. What is happening? What is his options from that? It's not just the mid punch, right? Like, can you do like his pretty sure you can do his kick, right? And then his can you do his high kick? I genuinely forgot that was the button. You gotta get in close for that, I guess. Oh, I didn't hold the stance. Oh no. What happened there? God damn it. I really do want to learn Brad again. Like, there's so many characters I really want to get like really good with, but like trying to like learn that, like fight that offline or online. Oh, my fault. Ah, dude, I forgot they changed it. Dude, in DOE 5, I don't think that would have hit me. Oh. God damn it. My fault. That's safe. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even think the guy who asked for Brad is even here anymore. I think that's the funny part. I get to go back and talk about Nyotengu though, so that's okay. What? Where'd my back turn go? God damn it. Oh, that's unsafe. Man, I haven't played like the game offline in such a long time that I'm forgetting. Like, it feels nice to be able to like see a move and then be able to hold it and react to it as soon as you see it. Online, like I said, I say fuck it. I'm not holding that. This is fine. This is fine. Does this work? Wow, my fault. Okay, maybe I should have walked up a little bit before doing that. Oh, look, they're ready. All right. How? I didn't mean to. God damn it! I didn't mean to do that. I just remembered that you can do that string. God damn it. Alright, well, whatever. How do you do it again? I know you can do it twice against, like, lightweights. But can't you do it if you do, like, the bound? Like, the normal bound before you go into, like, Okay. My fault. Ow. Oh, wrong button. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's not. I wanted to. My fault. What was a combo? Like I'm remembering the scenarios in which you can do that. So like I can do the double bound, but you gotta do the. God damn it. And I learned something new with Brad too. You can do his headbutt, but I don't think it works on the heavyweights. I like how she can do that out of stance. Uh oh. You know what? That was crazy of me to... Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. Oh, my fault, my fault. Oh, I'm here? Oh, here I am? Yeah. The Quiet Perfectionist, hello. Someone asked for Brad, so we're doing Brad. But I was using the stream to talk about Nyotengu since I hit the rank that I wanted to get. Ow. I'll take that. Ow. Oh god, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Just walk up and... Oh, that's what I can do, right? Hold on. I have an idea. Alright. So now, I'm gonna go talk about Nyotengu some more. So, just so you see, Chico, remember how I said this morning? Look, there's the proof. But it's crazy to me that they start you so far back. Like, as soon as I ranked up, they put you here. So normally you're in the middle. Like, you see where the little slash is? They put you right where, like, they expect you to lose that rank. They're like, why would you even put me here? Anyways. So, okay, so I want to show the rank up match, but the guy I felt like was kind of throwing, like he used like, how many characters against me? He used 3 different characters against me in this session. He used Mila before. I don't really want to, I haven't gone through and edited everything yet. But remember how I said Elena was my hardest matchup before? Actually, there, let me just full screen it. Not that one, this one. They make you grind, bro. Yeah, absolutely. So, oh, this is that match, but I don't want to watch this. I want to watch this. So remember what I said about Elena being my worst matchup? But this, I want to show, I hope I show all the tools that Nyotengu has to deal with Elena. And hopefully maybe it'll give you guys some insight on how to like fight this character as well. Because this character used to beat my ass. Like when I went online and it lagged a bit, and why is this taking so long? Like I went right into it. All right. Wonderful. But this guy, he's pretty decent with Elena, right? But this guy uses like 4 or 5 characters too. All right. First up, don't hold against Nyotengu, right? We take that. We take that. So I want to talk about what I did there. I wish you can go back like a precise number instead of like 10 seconds back. I want to go back only 5 seconds. So what do I do here? I go for that because normally, in neutral, these like Elena players will go in Bokuho immediately. And this one didn't, and this one puts me in a negative, right? Bro didn't do anything for a while, so my next best thing is P plus K. And obviously it stops him from doing anything. I flubbed that, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't need to. We took the round. We took the round. So I usually opt to go for 2 PP against Elena players because P plus K ain't going to do shit if they can duck under it. Now, better players will start like blocking it, but I've done it against like a lot of these players and they don't block it. It is unsafe. Now that guy was probably one of the first people to actually punish that move. That move is -10. I'm not pressing buttons after that. I delayed it too much. Since I went for P plus K there because bro was like, he was just pressing the jabs. Easy. Not your turn, big dog. Not your turn, big dog. I don't know if he meant to finish that. I really don't. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he probably didn't mean to finish that. That is not a true mid. If Elena was in Bokuho, she would have ducked underneath that. Now, I went for people's K there, assuming that I hit him with the mid kick. Alright, he's getting his pressure on. I tried to go for, because I thought he was going to free cancel that. So I went for, 3P plus K there. If I went for the kick or her, fatal rush or fatal stun, that was an option, alright? That was an option of all time. I got nothing to say about that one. I don't know what bro was holding. And then the camera kind of fucks me here. So he had to go for the short version of it instead of like the one I wanted to go for. If I did that, the little feint that she does, I would have been able to hit her. But she can do that. That's a true mid. That's an easy move to like react to, but I can't do that online. I've tried. I've just given up trying to like. Bro, that's unsafe. Alright, but this guy's played a lot more patient against me. He used to play like hyper aggressive against me, and then sometimes he'll just play very, very patient. Like this one. I don't have the video anymore, but I have it where this guy did play like unsafe. I don't know why I went for P plus K there and didn't just throw him instead. I thought he was gonna go in Bokuho stance from there. Just wait your turn. Just wait your turn. You don't gotta do anything. Against people who do that, against people who tech up immediately after doing her bound and you do her 3P plus K, you go for this move. If they tech up, you don't have to go for the feint like I did here. Go for the low, because that assumes that they don't get up. But if they do, they're still gonna press buttons. I went for 2 PP in case he went to Bokuho, and I go for that. Go for reset. Don't sidestep. Sidestepping's gotta be like the worst option you can do against that. He's lucky. I was gonna do that's the round. I was thinking about doing the offensive throw there. I didn't though. I don't know why I didn't. And you see right there, I just went for I went for the launch. Like fuck it. Get up +6. All right, he knows that. Now that didn't work that time. He knows the press buttons there. That's good. Now his pressure is pretty good, and his stun launch is pretty good. Because I usually don't know what to like hold against this. That's if he gets his offense started. All right, I didn't mean. Now I remember I did not mean to press that. I saw that as like a free launch, and then I goofed it up by doing that, and I was like, no, man. And then I lost the round because of that. That's so stupid. But you know what? I was like, fuck it, keep going, keep going. Don't dwell on a bad match. Don't dwell on bad. Just keep going. So that option is one of the ones that I've learned to do against people who do Bokuho. It doesn't put you in a good stun, but it does stop them from being in that stance. And that time I threw it. In case he tried to go for it again, and this time I went for the throw. Don't press buttons there. And he didn't tech up that time, but I want to show. So that was the first, or that was like the last match I had against an Elena. Dude, it's embarrassing, but I want to show the first match I had against Elena because I was lost and I had no idea what to do. But I want to show like during the match, and this is the good. So there's a story in this thing I want to share. This guy, this Elena player, taunted every second. I think I mentioned it the last stream, but I remember I found the video. It was this one. But I want to show like the full the full thing. Is it this? No. I want to show... I already uploaded it to YouTube. It's not this. It's not this one. I might have to show the one where it shows his name. But... when I started beating him consistently, he stopped taunting. Because like I said, Elena was like my worst, and I mean my absolute worst matchup. I had no idea how to fight her. Where was it? Like, I think it was this one here. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, you see his name. Unfortunate. But where's like the full thing? Is it one of these? I'm gonna find it because I want to show you guys just how bad I was against fighting this character. Fuck it, we'll just do the uncensored one where it shows the name. So this guy Willie here, like I said, in the beginning he used to beat my ass because I had no idea what to do against this character. But I had actually learned the matchup during this. It was like it finally clicked during this game. Because it's not just the player, or it's not just the character that you're fighting, but it's also the player. So I was like, oh yeah, I need to start doing that more. And then once I got it into my muscle memory, like I don't need to spend resources to sidestep there. Like I could do it and it worked out, but the optimal thing, especially because he's gonna press buttons because he thinks he's still, you know, he's not plus. P plus K exists for a reason for Nyotengu. Like you put me in resets, that was a good option. I'm plus. Like I said, every time, no one just blocks after that because they have the privilege. They play a character that has privilege. Now, obviously, 2H plus K is too slow, and if they delay strings like that, Nyotengu cannot just press buttons. Sidestepping would have been the optimal thing there. That's unsafe. Okay. They always like. What do people do? Don't. Okay, we get a little damage on the board. I should have went for the throw, but I think he blocked it every time. And he goes for that setup every time, and I knew that, but I felt like for some reason, like in my head, I always felt like any high attack was off limits, even if they're standing up. Like if I went for P plus K, I thought, oh, it's just gonna whiff. There's no point in going for it. So that worked because he was standing, but if he went into Bokuho, I would have just missed. It's only +1 for that, and that's why I shouldn't be doing that one. That's unsafe, and I didn't think to throw it. I think it happened too fast for me, especially online. Now, why did I press a button after that? That was weird. And the other thing too is like connection is a factor, but it wasn't the main reason why I was struggling against this character. Trying to hold stuff like that online, good luck. I thought the mid punch was coming, that's why I held there. That's minus, but as you can see, I went for a forward punch kick, and that goes right under everything that Nyotengu does. So I'm like, okay, what can I do in that scenario then? It feels like I don't have any way to like stop her. And I knew at this point, this guy wasn't that good. It was just that my lack of matchup knowledge is what... That move, I can hold it, just not online. I didn't try to hold it there, but... I should be doing that more often, and I knew that, but I just didn't know when to do it. That move is unsafe, but you're not punishing that online. Like, God damn it. I didn't know what to do. So, let's see. Does he taunt in this one? I think he taunted in the first one, but I skipped it. Yeah. And if I get around off of him, he would taunt back like, Ada, you know, the Ojo-san thing. Yeah, don't do that. Random mid-kick hold out of nowhere. That's why I stopped playing with, like, string manipulation. When you get someone stunned as Nyotengu, just launch them. Launch them. Once they are afraid to hold, then you add more pressure. But people fight Nyotengu like they fought... like, they treat Nyotengu as like, if you fought one Nyotengu, you fought them all. But I don't know how other Nyotengus fight, because like I said, I personally never saw or met any other Nyotengu player. And he does that. It's like, personally, you're unsafe. But I did the slowest move that you could do there. And I'm like, no, I can't let this man get away with this shit. Because he's, like, I know I can't low punish. Like, I can't throw him because it's online. So, like, I was trying to figure out what options I could do that would work. I did sidestep there, and I was like, okay, that's what I can do for now. That move is too slow to be throwing out in neutral, so you have to hope for them to whiff a button. So I repositioned myself to get the wall. It's okay to free step. I think people need to free step more often too. After the low sweep, I know a lot of LNS go for the forward punch. So I hold mid punch there. Now I'm under pressure. I'm 2 rounds down. I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm not gonna win this, but I might as well like, fuck it, we ball. You know, at this point I'm like, say, fuck it, just launch. Stun them and then launch. Now I could have did the low kick. I did try to sidestep attack there for some reason. And so I was thinking, we finally use some brain cells. Just do that then, because if they opt to attack, which they obviously do, you see and see. Now, just remember, I want everyone to keep track how many times this guy taunts in this match. And when I tell you that after this one, he beat me maybe 2 more times, but I beat him at least 7 or 8 times in a row. And he never taunted again. Like, he taunted like once or twice, maybe. The last time that I fought him, he taunted once in the beginning of the match. And then I quickly 3-0'd him. We rematched, and I think I 3-0'd him again. But bro was playing like his life depended on it. Like, if you taunt and then lose, you look really stupid. And this guy... I didn't have enough space to do this. I realized that after I went for the... I timed that poorly. I just go for the launch. Go for the launch. Just go for the launch. So he starts taunting again. I was like, okay. I was like, we have a match now. Because some of the things that I'm thinking about is working out. I don't have to do anything. I can just back up. Now, this is when I stopped. Like, I didn't use, like, safe throws. So, as you see, I crouched there for a second just to see if he was going to low hold. Now, that was just unfortunate. I can't lose my composure. That's what I said to myself right here, because I was like, okay, like, what is he doing? You see, he's gonna go for a mid punch. I was like, okay. I was like, we're in this. I don't know how to fight this character, but I have some ideas. And we run it back. Now, what does he do? Does he taunt? Take a shot if he taunts. He doesn't taunt. He's like, he leans up in the chair. He leans up in his gamer chair. He's like, okay, I can't lose to this guy after I taunted him. So look at all that free damage. Look at all that damage I got from that one interaction. If I do that 2 more times, you're dead. Isn't that crazy? But that was on a counter hit, I'm pretty sure. He's not going to wake up kick. I don't know why I held there like he was, but he didn't. I know he's just going to go for a mid punch at that point. I'm like, this is an Elena player I'm fighting. Like, why is he standing? He opted to go for the low. That's what I was like, okay, he's back turn. He did a move that's unsafe. I don't have to go for, like, a throw punish, but do a strike punish instead. Like, if you free cancel that, unless he goes for the sweep, like, it's not your turn. Now, I didn't think I was going to get the launcher because I saw it wasn't a combo anymore. But I was like, fuck, I got to do something. So I went for the throw. Alright, we're getting a little too greedy with the P plus Ks. Bro didn't close hit either right there. We'll go for the reset. What does he move? What does the move? He goes for the low. I'm like, okay, so how do I stop that? And I think immediately after this game, I went into the lab to see what my options are against that. Pretty sure that's a tracking move too. was like, okay, don't finish those. Now we up 2. Remember? Last time we were down 2. Look at how the turntables. We sidestep attack. And honestly, you can just back up because Elena doesn't have any good ways to get in. If you play keep out, like bro's he's gonna keep pressing buttons. And if he teched that, I was still plus. But he didn't. He just took the hit or took the throw. All right, stop doing that. So this time he break held because he didn't want to deal with it. He tried to throw me. And what do you know? We get the reverse sweep. And that was just the one match. If I could find the montage where I got him like 6 games in a row and then I beat him like every time. Is it this one? This was one of the other times post that. No, that wasn't the one. It's got to be like... I mean, it's already on YouTube. I saw it earlier. I was watching it earlier today because I was thinking about my growth, about like learning how to fight these characters. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. I found it. So that was the match already that I showed. And then, let's see. This was the next one. So I immediately matched up with him after that one. So did he taunt? Did he taunt round start? I wasn't paying attention. I don't think he did, right? I think he got a round off of me. And then he did taunt. All right, we let him have it. I was like, okay, you got to take it. I'm not gonna see, and this is the one thing that people do when they have low health is hold something. Don't do that. If you're gonna go out swinging, like maybe if you know the person, if you absolutely know the person is going to like hit you somewhere, then do it. But more often than not, people are gonna throw you because they expect you to hold when you have no life left. What I opted to do was just attack them. Now I have a high counter strike, which is going to multiply my damage by a ton. Now watch what happens. You will not believe what happens next. I got to do those fake ads. And I said, fuck it. Personally, I would have been upset. But that's just me though. Because the thing is, at that point I realized if he break holds, he loses resources, and if I still lost the round, I would still be in a better spot because he has full meter, but I'm up around. But I can't sidestep attack. I can't break hold. Now, I normally don't ever go for that because I feel like that's one of those obvious Nyotengu things. Like if there was a thing that Nyotengu players would do is that. I do it sometimes online, but usually I never do it. And there you go. There's the reason why. Because I normally go for the sweep. Like not having, like getting a launcher is nice and all, but resetting pressure is better. I don't know why I did that. I should have just launched, but I don't get put in that scenario too often. I don't know what people like to do. And online, in most cases, that's too quick to react to. He knows. Just press a button. Press a button. Like I said, low health, they expect you to hold something. I'm not going to hold anything right there. If I lose, I lose. Fuck it. I don't know why I did that. That move is unsafe. That is negative 10 or 12? I know it's negative enough to throw punish. He does it 3 times, but he knows it's unsafe, so he doesn't attack afterwards. So at least he knows frame data. But I didn't remember at that time. Like, is that unsafe? And then he does this, and instead I went for the offensive throw. Like, if he does decide to attack, because, you know, the way people play online is fucking, they play like nuts. They play like psychopaths. I did try to sidestep that. Now he's back in it. He has a round. So what does he do? He doesn't taunt. All right. This is the same player, by the way. I know that string, but it's hard to... For me, I have a difficult time crouching online. I don't know how to explain it. I get hit by dragon kicks. I just didn't know, like, how to. For some reason, crouching just never work for me. He goes for the launch immediately. He's not taking any chances. He finishes it, but I feel like that's not the thing to do. So he taunts right there. Now I go for that because I thought he was gonna slide in, but he didn't. He taunts. I'm like, okay, all right, keep that energy. Now that was a goof up on my end, and it cost me the round too. Now it's like, okay, don't lose your head. That's what I usually tell myself. I just like, don't lose your head. Now, why would I do that? I don't know why. After all this time with Elena training, I go for a forward punch kick. So now we don't have the advantage. It's not looking too good for you, boy. So now we just go for quick launches. Go for like quick setups. Don't go for anything crazy. He goes for it again. That's online for you. As you can see, I went for the throw. And now we get the big damage. Don't stay on the ground. Oh, that's not the thing. Crouching is annoying. Never mind fuzzying, bro. Like, that's what I don't even bother. Like, fuzzying is probably the easier thing to do sometimes if you preemptively do it. But like doing it on reaction, nah. So like if you do a move that's so the Nyotengu's 66k, for example, it's only -2. If you try to fuzzy that because you know it's gonna be blocked, that's one thing. But if you try to fuzzy something as a reaction to something, bro, I always get hit. Trying to crouch or trying to fuzzy like on reaction, I always get hit. And there's just things that I just opt not to do. So now we take the round back, and then we go, okay, we run it back. All right. Strong start. He tried to press a button there. What are you doing, man? So as you can see, I've greatly adapted, not just to the, well, okay. I adapted to Elena to some extent, but I greatly adapted to the player playing Elena and what they like to do. In this situation, they like to press buttons. In this situation, they want to evade. But okay, obviously that's like the worst timing for me to say that because like I get hit. It's funny because at least when Emery played DOA 6, he always complained about that shit. But bro, with fuzzy -12 moves, honestly, because here's the thing, it's a very interesting dynamic when it comes to stuff like that, because I've seen it in tournaments, and of course online. It's never a bad idea to fuzzy something that's even that unsafe, because sometimes some players they're just not on it, right? Like I've seen Rakuto versus Xcal when he was playing Elliot, and if both players know that a move is unsafe, but you take too long to react to it. Like, it's one thing if you're playing online, you react to that shit immediately, but online says, boy, what you doing? Get hit, smack. But if you're playing offline and you don't react to it too immediately, because like if you're not expecting something to be blocked, you're not gonna throw it on time. Like sometimes, even though I know I blocked something, sometimes I know it's unsafe, but I just don't bother blocking it because it's like, or trying to throw it because it's like, all right, look at what he did. Look, why would you do that? Why would you? So when he taunted, do I come back from this or do I lose? Let's see. I don't remember. Okay, I lost. All right. Well, online only. Yeah, I mean, online is. I don't know. I didn't mean to finish that, but it worked out there. Back turn. Safe throw. I'm +1 though. I know he's not stopping. Bro is gonna press buttons until the end of time. He's like, all right, go for it. Go for it. Oh, I break held there. Interesting. Now, if I was really big brain, I didn't think I was gonna hit him there, but I should have expected the Elena player to press a button. That was my mistake. If I was really big brain here, I'm +4 here. This move, and then if I went into the fatal stun, I could have ended the game right there. But we clutch it out. We clutch it out. Like two can play at this game. You don't want to block on, I ain't blocking either. Nyotengu doesn't have many options from that. So sometimes that'll hit, sometimes that won't. I've stopped doing that. Go ahead, throw me. And I said fuck it. I usually don't do that, by the way. Like, you see I don't do that in a lot of my videos at all. So when it happens, it's unexpected. At that point, though, you can see it's getting to him. It's getting to him. Probably. I don't know. I'm making up a narrative, and I'm sticking with it. So this is the next match. Does he taunt in this game? Let's see. I respected him a little bit here. I allowed him to throw me. He's going like he's still plus, right? That move is not plus. And I mistimed the button there. I know the string. We blocked those. Now, offline, that would have been an easy, like, hold. I try to hold that online, and it works sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't. I don't bother trying to do it, though. As you can see, I got the 5-win streak, and it's all on him. I'm pretty sure. Feel like you're being lectured? I feel like I just want to give the information out because it's like DOA is dead, right? Not a lot of people are playing the game, and it's tough to like learn these little nuanced things. I want to be able to share as much information as I can because I love the game still. I love Nyotengu. I want people to humble themselves. I don't treat myself as a god tier player. All right. I think if DOA 6 was heavily populated, I don't think I would have gotten to the star rank at all. I don't think I would have gotten Topaz. I think I would have still been at S+ at the most. But the population of people who are playing really believe that they're good. And you got to check your ego because there are things that they're doing that is clearly like not the right thing to do. And it's very consistent because like I got to the star rank not easily, but like look at this, like look at the things that they're doing, and then like it's not like hard to like deal with it if you're ready for it. And if you're offline, this shit wouldn't be happening at all. So bro, try to free cancel P plus K. Like I just want people to be aware, be okay with your level. I'm not going any higher than Topaz though. I'm telling y'all right now. Hey, go for the stun. Like Elena is still good. Like she's still good. Even if I've somewhat learned the matchup, a really good Elena would still beat my ass. Like there's sometimes like right there, I didn't know what to do, so I was like, fuck it, we're just. Like I said, I'm just gonna go for it. Nobody's holding H plus K. I think I fumbled the bag here. Yeah. So instead, he decided to launch too. He said, "Fuck it. I keep trying to throw when he's low health. Just launch." And that's what you should be doing. And I'm like, I'm taking my time with my strings. So now we got big damage. We got big damage. I turn around. I've repositioned myself so that way I can get this. Look at all of that. That was like the worst option you can do against Elena especially. That I did there. That's unsafe. I don't know what bro did, but that whatever he did was obviously not the right. Go for that mid punch. Look at all that damage. That was just off of a mid punch hold, by the way. That's why we play Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising and eventually Under Night and Birth. Absolutely. Because we got rollback. We got rollback in those games. He tried to attack. I should have sidestepped there, but holding was like the worst option. He's just going for the launches. He's done. He's done. Look, he wants his damage too. He saw me do all that big damage. He's like, I want mine too. That took half my health. I thought he was going to go for the low sweep there. Standing kick. So I somehow got beat out, but I was too late with that. So he tried to throw me. P plus K. Oh, reliable. I'm glad I backed out of it instead. Okay. Well, we did not make that far. God damn it. We got to let it cook from the beginning. Want me some rollback. Was I this far? Wait a minute. Okay, so that's that. All right, now here we go. We weren't that far. Spoilers, I won. Because I went for this. Because I got the meter right at the last second there. Man, people never really bothered to learn how to fight Nyotengu. And what's crazy was I was the only Nyotengu player on ranked, which means if I played any similar than I did the day before, I should have been figured out. If they took the time to lab out, there are things you can do to improve as a player. I did everything I needed to do to improve. All right, I saved the video clips. I watched. Why did I get hit here? Why did I lose this match? What was it that I was doing that I should be doing? You know, they just don't look at the frames. But the way that a lot of people on ranked, they play like they're always plus. They play like hooligans, bro. Don't attack when I'm facing down. Like, you gotta respect the wake up kick. Like I said, I normally go for that. So, you know, get this. Okay, get your pressure. Good whip punishment by me. I didn't do it on purpose. Bro, when you whiff a move like that in the open, for the love of God, it's not your turn. Don't attack. I just went for the launch. That would do more damage if I figured I'd just do it. If they teched up, I'm plus. So, like, I win in that scenario no matter what. That was bold of them. As you can see, we lag a bit. It didn't desync or anything, thankfully. Now, I never, out of the 6 games that I beat him in a row on, I never go for the mid punch. Because I went for the mid kick tracking move every single time. So, in my head, I'm like, there's no way, bro, he's going to probably finally counter that mid kick, right? And this goes back to what I was saying. Nobody bothered to, like, learn the matchup. They just... So, I'm like, why would you hold that there? All right, now he's starting to hold, but I went for the I went for the kick there. He went for the free cancel. I was like, okay, he's probably gonna block. I'm not gonna go for P plus K. I'm just gonna move his. I could have just sidestepped. I just didn't. So he wants his damage. I'm not break holding. I don't need to. I didn't feel threatened. Helena's not gonna be able to kill me from that range, and I knew that. Oh no! Oh no! Now I'm at 100 meter. He doesn't have any. I'm at full resources. I went for it, but it reset. And guess what? Go right back into it. Get your damage. Get your damage, bro. All right, I knew he was going for that do a mid punch and then go for a launch. He's been doing that for like a lot of this. So I'm like, okay, I took all that health and oh no, he pressed the button too soon. Oh no. I fought this guy maybe 3 or 4 more times since that, and I beat him every time since that. So I think this was the last time I fought him in this game right here. But like there are 3 Elena players that I would always run into. Now there was one that lagged like an abomination, and I refused to rematch with them. It's not like they switched characters too. I don't know if they thought it was because I was fighting Elena that I stopped fighting them, but it was literally because their connection, and their connection was horrendous. I couldn't. Elena's already a pretty troubling matchup for me to begin with. If you fight a character in heavy lag and delay, like you can have lag without delay, but when you have lag and delay, bro, I'm not doing it. Personally, I wanted to rank up. I lost to him, by the way, but I said, fuck it. I'm not doing this shit. There's actually the next video that I'm going to upload on YouTube. I urge everyone to watch it because I drop a combo. Because of the Wi-Fi, and it's a pretty simple combo. It's not like you would just drop it to begin with. Like, it's not a hard combo. It's Nyotengu, for Christ's sake. But like, bro, I was so hurt because I lost because of it. Spoilers. If you do play DOA again, try and get your Ayana up there. Just have a small goal for yourself. Try to understand how strong a player you are and how strong the competition is. Kind of gauge where you are, and then figure out what is the highest rank I think I can achieve. For me, I saw the way that a lot of people were playing online. I was like, okay, I think I can easily go for the star rank. I can easily go for Topaz. And like I said, this is the last time I fought this guy. There's the taunt. And I at this point, I fought like a ton of Elenas too. It wasn't just this guy, but it was another guy. A couple other people. And so I was wondering if he learned anything since the last time I fought him. Spoilers, the answer is no. He's not wake up kicking. He does it there. That's unsafe. How dare I press a button when someone's unsafe? Bro whiffed. He's on an 8-game win streak too. He deranked as well. Okay, so he learned that, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. That was unfortunate. S- for S or U. So that was an interesting round start thing there. I mean, hey, you might be able to do it if you play Turtle Ayane. You will achieve a lot, but one thing you cannot do is fall apart. If you start losing health and people start running you down, do not lose your composure. Just do a quick woosah. Every time I get like low health, because I do notice that happens in Grand Blue, not a lot, but it happens often, where I wouldn't say you panic, but I'd say you fumble the bag some. Especially in DOA, since I wouldn't say it's not as volatile as like Grand Blue, but like, maintain your composure. Just do your normal stuff. Just breathe in. You have low health. The fight's not over. It's not over till it's over. They go like Overwatch. The match isn't over. Like the opponent has 99. You're playing King of the Hill. They got the point. Your team is getting their ass beat. It's not over till it's over. Your clutch factor is terrible. Sometimes I fumble the bag too. You just do shit because you think it might work this time, and then it doesn't. But you see, bro went for an interesting option there. Nyotengu has many things that she can do after 2 PP. One thing, like I said, that's why I'm doing these video reviews of my own gameplay, because I remember exactly how I felt during a lot of these times. So I'm losing, I lose a lot of health, I'm getting my ass beat. I got to do a high level player match to show. So I'm like, okay. Oh wait, I'm kind of talking over that sequence. So let's observe what was going on here. So bro opted to do a break blow immediately. As a Nyotengu player, there's nothing that I can do. The only thing, like, if I was going for the low offensive throw, then this would have worked. That was fine. But against Elena, I'm not going for an offensive hold. I'm not going for anything other than 2 PP at round start. Bro went for that option. Deep stun. Bad move. Look at all the health you're going to lose because of this. You have to pick your battles. It's not wrong to hold against Nyotengu. But if you hold against Nyotengu, you got to be abso-fucking-lutely sure that you're gonna win that exchange. If you don't think the risk is worth it, because look how much health he lost because of that. That was one combo. That was 11 hits. Safe throw. Also, sometimes you just be playing passive as fuck. That's the thing, right? It's okay to be passive, but I don't know how to describe it, because like sometimes like I just know what to do. I don't know, I've never like thought about it. It's okay to play passive, I think, especially when you're low in health and both players are like down to 1 hit, but there has to be some level of initiative. What is something that your character can do? What is something your character excels at? What is your best move? For me, if I'm playing Grand Blue, for example, if it's Anila, obviously I'm throwing sheep out. I have to force you to come to me. I'm not running up to you to get hit and die and lose, right? The best option for Anila is play zoner. Force you in an uncomfortable situation that makes you mess up. But if I'm fighting Eustace, for example, I can't do that. What you have to remember, especially when you use Eustace, he still has zoning tools. Shoot him. Shoot me. What am I gonna do? If I get hit once, I'm fucked. That's it. If the opponent that you fight gets hit after 2 shots, what are they gonna do? They're gonna run up and try and jump. And what do? You anti-air. But in DOA, if you're using Ayane, for example, what does Ayane excel at? Range. It's tough, because it's like the predictable thing for Ayane to do at range is a mid kick. She can play keep away quite easily, but she can get in just as easily too. Take advantage of her quick nature. Don't do the most obvious thing, but do something that's a really good tool for her at range. That's not unsafe. For Nyotengu, I'll find an example of me like losing, and I have to like woosah myself. Alright, you don't get much off of that, but I got enough damage. But bro didn't tech up. Now, look how much more damage that multiplied up. Like, that went up by. Unsafe. Why did I attack? That's a good question. I knew he was going to go for a mid-kick. They always go for that mid-kick. He break held. Like, that's one of those... I got the hiccups. But that's one of those situations where I knew I was at advantage, and I could have thrown. But I didn't because I wasn't reacting enough. Like, right there. That's more than enough time. I could have did a neutral throw and won. But, like, my brain just didn't register what just happened. And that's one of those situations where fuzzying would still be a good option. Because, like, I just blocked. I didn't do anything because I was like, fuck, I missed my window. And sometimes that's what you have to recognize. And don't, for the love of God, respect the wake-up kick. Don't just... You know what I will do? I'll show... Actually, no. That's a different scenario. I wanted to show another match I had. I teched up immediately because I didn't want them to force attack me. I just went for it because if he has to use meter, I'm still at an advantage. Alright, we get all this damage. Alright, reset time. What are you going to do? What do I go for? So, that option is a true mid. It stops Ellen if she goes in a Bokuho stance. And if she blocks or attacks, she gets hit. That's unsafe, and I realized that at that point. So, I take his streak. But remember, I did say this guy D-ranked. Or not D-ranked on purpose. Like, unfortunate things happen. Bro was fighting demons. So now, how many points did I get from that? You don't get a lot of points when you fight people under you. Like, obviously. Oh, but I was on a streak. Because I took his streak, and I'm on a streak. So that's why I got 1,000 points. Normally, if you fight an S rank as a U+ player, I only get like 400 points. I literally only get 400 points. And especially right now, online, the rank is mostly filled with a bunch of S players. I got next to nothing. That's why my climb from U to Topaz was so fucking long. And I would rarely fight like higher level players. Like I would fight and win against them sometimes, but I would lose against them and I'd lose an absurd amount of like RP, and I'm like, fuck. So it was rough. Does he taunt again? No, he doesn't taunt. I know that's unsafe, but I attack for some fucking reason. Every time I do that, I never go for that third punch, ever. Like, there are rare occasions where I do it on purpose, but that was one of them that I did not do it on purpose. I usually try to free cancel because I go to PK, like punch kick. And and this is what happens because of that. I don't know what I tried to do there. I thought he was going to free cancel, I guess. Okay. What an option. I didn't need to do this, but I wanted to ensure that I got this round. Because even if I'm at 0 resources, the fact that I'm a round up still puts me at a good spot. Thought he was going to go for a mid punch there. And I was like, okay. I thought he was going for a mid kick. That's why I held again. That's unsafe. Why did he attack? That move was unsafe. Why did he attack? I didn't throw him, but I'm glad he attacked that time. I've been attacking when he's been doing unsafe stuff because I figured bro's probably going to press a button. And of course he does. The throw option does more damage because throws... So, one thing to remember about DOA 6, throws are unscaled in a combo. If your character can do a throw in a combo, do that option because it'll do more than an attack would. Even if I hit the wall is plus 10 damage, and if it's electric fence, it's plus 5, or is it plus 10 or 15 or something? It's additional damage on top of that. The throw is unscaled. He did the sidestep, and I was like, okay. If people run up on you, her backflip kick is like the godson. He did a slow move at that too. And that does more damage than if I finish the combo. He got up and pressed the button. Don't do that. Do that if you know that the person's gonna try and throw you or something. Or try and hold. But like... It just feels like... And here's the thing. What I'm doing can easily be countered against like high level players. But like I said, these players aren't that great. So I keep doing the same thing, but they're not respecting Nyotengu, or they're not respecting like the way that I play. Like I said, I'm not trying to hold that online. That's not gonna fly. I don't bother. All right, I'm not in a good spot. I do some breathing exercise. I'm like, okay, just do my normal thing. I slowly do that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not using meter because in case I lose, it's not worth it. All right, we play a little spacing. Make him do some stuff. I did not mean to let go of block right there because I went to throw. That's why I got hit. So I saw him do this. Not that. I saw him do that string. I'm like, okay, it's my turn to attack. But oh, we're on Wi-Fi. Oh, I let go of block too soon. That's why I tried to throw, and I got hit, and I'm like, fuck, dude. That was just a careless, stupid thing there. He gets up and he doesn't wake up kick. I'm not respecting his wake up kick because he's not doing anything, and he just lost. Yeah, he just lost the game. So, as you saw from like the very first time I fought this player, but Elena to begin with, to how I've been able to deal with this person and their Elena now. And there's growth. There's growth. I still have a bunch of videos I need to edit. Like, I'm not even done. There's like a lot to go through here. The rank up match that I got wasn't even all that special. So you know what I will do? I'm gonna do this video on stream. This is one of the guys who actually rage quit. So as everyone knows, I upload the videos and I censor the names. But for the people who rage quit, I'm not censoring their names. They're going on the wall of shame. This was one of the guys that rage quit me because the way I'm thinking is he's a Sapphire player. So he thought there's no way a U+ player beat me, right? And he when he quit, he lost a bunch of points. This is an Ayane player, so maybe you can learn something from this person, Chico. And also whoever's watching and wants to learn Ayane. Look at what he's doing against me, but look at what he does well. Because this was probably one of the better Ayanes that I've ever fought. I mean, granted, at my rank, there's not a lot of like Ayanes to begin with. A lot of good Ayanes. But this guy was a Sapphire. He was an actual Ayane player. So, I mean, I've fought him before, so I thought that's why I held there. That's plus. So, right. So this is another guy who likes to attack on sight, no matter what. He's not holding anything. He's just gonna. Okay, unless that. I'm just backing up. He's gonna attack. He's not respecting Nyotengu. Okay, I don't know what happened there. He thought I was gonna go for the high. So normally, I will say, one of the other options. So I usually go for 6-6K with Nyotengu because it tracks. It's fast enough. After being plus 11, it's a 9 frame move. So I usually go for the forward kick, like I said. But I usually go for punch kick or punch anything after because I have enough advantage to like beat out anything people normally do, except characters that go low. So he went for the low there. Good option. He thought I was gonna hold. That's unsafe. All right. So I'm looking at his meter. I'm looking at my meter. All right. So we go for the big combo. I didn't mean to finish that there either. And even though I won the round, of course, I'm very serious when I say that those being able to free cancel that shit, it matters. It matters a lot because there are people who do counter that. And I could have literally, like, the momentum could have shifted if he countered mid punch there. But I don't like to finish that move. Even if it's safe, the only time I'll ever finish that move is if it's on block. I thought he likes to low hold, so goes for a mid to stop the 3P plus K. Look at all that damage that she got from that. He's not respecting my wake up kicks. You are a lightweight, so I can do the big combo, but I didn't. I go for that because now I'm plus 9. All right, he goes for the kicks. Immediately I know. All right, just go for the crushing move. This was an accident. I did not mean to do that. For some reason, towards the end of my U+ career, when I got to the star rank, that move kept coming out. I kept going for 2PP, but 3P came out instead. Now, it worked out for me here, but there are times where it didn't work out, and it's not because I went for that move on purpose. because I know how unsafe that move is, and that's like the worst option that you can go for in neutral. All right, so he crouches. He knows I don't know if it's a Nyotengu thing or just me thing. All right, he's just holding. He's like, I free cancel. He keeps trying to press the button. Stop that. I wanted to go for a forward punch, but I don't know why I press the button after that. Ayane does a lot of damage. She does in DOA 6. I tried to sidestep. He goes for a tracking low, but that's something to keep note. What's important in fighting games, not just I want to say this is important in DOA, but this is important in every fighting game. What do people do at round start? It's very important to practice that. What does X character have access to that usually beats out most characters at round start? Shifting the momentum in your favor is very important. So I kept track of that. Keep track of things. You don't have to beat him outright, but I kept track of that. His go-to thing was the low. So I'm like, okay. All right, so I'll go for that. And he break held. For some reason, it plays Nyotengu, but when she does a lot of her attacks, the camera shifts and it makes me do the wrong fucking attack. I tried to do 4-6 P plus K, which is her close hit, and instead the camera turned around, so it made me do 4 P plus K, and I got hit for that. He didn't mean to do that, of course, but now he's been paying attention to what I've been doing too. Should have went for the low because that would have hit the floor. Bro, I know he keeps attacking. So there's a setup that I know that I can do that even if he doesn't hold that, I can put myself in an advantageous position. But he held it. So, all right, we take the game. We take the game. He didn't rage quit on me this time. So he said, bet. He said, run it back. Run the hands. So, does he make the adaptations? Now, I don't know how to fight Ayane that well, and I'm not just any. Look, that did. You see how much damage that did to me? Yeah. But anyways, it's not that I don't know how to fight just any Ayane, but specifically high-level Ayanes. What the fuck do they normally do? Since I don't have enough experience against them to know. And especially because those lows stop a lot of Nyotengu's options. Like, there are things that I can't do. I can't do P plus K, and you don't see me doing that in this game. He takes a great. Now, it's not so much that he adapted, he did, but I don't know how to fight Ayane here. So, okay. So, option select. Well, I wouldn't call that option select, I guess, but that's only -0, or +0. -0, +0 is neutral, basically. Goes for a free cast. He techs up immediately, and I picked up on that, which is why I didn't go for the low throw this time. I immediately went for the offense. He said he's not fucking around with that. He went for the low spin attack, and I keep note of that. That's very important. It'll come back later on in the set. He goes for a low option because any option I do, that beats out a lot of my options because Nyotengu's too slow for that. All right, and my back's against the wall. We inhale, exhale. If he's attacking like this, prime time to wake up kick. If you see somebody hovering over you, be careful because it's DOA 6 because they can break blow. But if they're just gonna attack over you like this, fuck it. That's safe. That's safe. I learned that recently. I learned that right there. That's -7. I thought it was -8. So right there, round start. What do? I hold that because he's been doing that. You got to keep track of what people do. Make a mental note. So I'm like, okay, he's likely to do that, and he does. Like I said, I don't low hold for no reason. Like, I low hold only when I think people are going to do low attacks. All right. That's easier to react to online. I can't hold it online. I don't even try to. I don't know if I'd be able to do it offline, to be honest, if I'm fighting an actual player. But at the very least, I would have been able to react to it better. So, okay, what do I do here? How did that happen? Do I make the adjustment? He tries to throw me. I just go for it. I didn't mean to do... I meant to... Dude, that's the saddest thing. I had the right idea, and I would have won right there because I was trying to do 3P, not 6P or P plus K. I was doing 3P plus K, but I got 6P plus K, which caused me to what happened? Yeah, he hits the low, but I have advantage. So he keeps pressing buttons. I get the round. I get the round. We up. That was a good option at range. I pressed the button. I gotta woosah myself. That is safe. That's -5. He attacks. I try to reposition myself, but that backfires. Now I don't know what happened because I could have sworn I blocked. Maybe he hit it at the frame perfect time, but I could have sworn I blocked that because I wasn't attacking, and I knew I wasn't attacking. But I got hit, and I was like, "What the fuck happened there?" But I was like, you know what? Inhale, exhale. It's not over till it's over. He wanted the run back. I was like, okay. We do a little bit of fuzzies. A lot of Nyotengu's options are gone. Now, I can't counter that. I don't know. I straight up didn't. She's +2 off of this. That's unsafe, but like I said, I reacted way too slow, so I didn't bother. He stayed on the ground. He's pretty brave. I'm surprised he free canceled that and didn't finish it. He probably wanted to go for pressure reset. Thought he was gonna go for a low there. And that option would have beat my P plus K too. I think I went for that there. I tried to sidestep. I back off because it's like I'm too low health to risk. Like I could do 6K and that would have hit, but I was like, I'm too low health to be trying to like do stuff like that. He backed up. He's like, okay, he knows, but I'm plus. And see, that move beats out my option. So like now we gotta play kind of. Oh no. I've been doing that all game. People aren't making the proper adjustments. I did it too late, so I didn't do the bounds, so I went for that instead. Keeps going for it. You know, I thought he was gonna try and press a button. He's been pressing buttons this whole time. He tried to free cancel there. Not your turn. I knew he was gonna tech up. He's gonna press buttons. And I knew. What is his go-to option? This is what I was talking about. You gotta keep a mental note of what people like to do in neutral situations. I don't know why I went for that. I should have just went for a circle throw, but alright. Like I said, I don't really know what high level Ayanes do. So he's been catching on. But you know, good luck reacting to that online. Alright, he got me here. Alright, I'm just backing up, bro. I'm not doing it. I tried to react to that free cancel. That wasn't happening. It's gonna be a bit before this gets uploaded, though. Alright, big damage, big damage. He gets up. Alright, what do you do? What do you... He didn't rage quit this time. He didn't rage quit. He took the L gracefully. But we won the match. We got a bunch of points for it. So I can hang with them, right? I can hang with high level players, but I gotta get them to begin with. So we'll do a little closing kind of like thing for Nyotengu, and then I want to try and convince more people to play this character because she's so underrated. She's so good. The only thing that's difficult to get into is knowing like how do you best utilize the character. And if you watch this stream, like I'm not gonna be like putting out a Nyotengu guide. I'm not like the best Nyotengu in the world. I'm just one of a few Nyotengu players. Project Jill also played Nyotengu. Maybe she has things to say about him. Codemaster doesn't play. I think Codemaster removed a lot of his stuff. Like he had some Nyotengu stuff on his channel, but they're gone. So the best way to utilize this character and start offense, P plus K is a good tool, but you want to do that against people you absolutely know are going to mash a button. If you're fighting a faster character, their 9-frame jabs are going to beat you out a lot of the time, but if you know they're going to do 9-frame jabs, you have this. This beats their 9-frame jabs because it goes under them. This also goes underneath high attacks. I'll have a few videos of me doing this attack because people are going to use those. And the only thing I go for at this, even if I launch them high enough, because there are times where I launch them high enough for like a bound. Lightweights anyways. But you have options, but that move is unsafe. This is unsafe. It's minus 13. This move is minus 7. But you can do this. You can sidestep and then throw them. And you can just throw them from here. Or if you think they're going to attack, you have the kick, which is really, this is fucking hella unsafe. P plus K is your friend. This is your friend. Round start. Look at, like, don't neglect. Like, it's very important to understand what people are going to do round start. They may not always do the same thing, right? But knowing what people like to go for is more important than just knowing what the character you're fighting goes for. Because as Nyotengu, what do people normally like to go for? The kick. People always like to hold mid kick against Nyotengu, but she has this launcher which launches just as high as the kick option, which allows for this bound. She has this. It's a quick launch. It doesn't bound on mid weights, but at the very least you can still do this, which if you tech up, I'm still plus. Utilize her pressure. When you do hard knockdown, don't do this one, but like, make sure to take advantage, make them scared to lay on the ground. If they always go for wake up kicks, go for this. That does extra damage. That does more damage than the average, like, ground pound, whatever attack that people typically go for there. The other thing, forward punch. Know your options. It's important to know your tracking moves. Nyotengu has a lot of tracking moves. She has this. But if people low hold, well, if they low hold, you can still hit it with the second part of that string. If people attack out of it, you have this. And 9-framers are going to always attack out of it. Well, mostly attack out of it. Kasumi, Ayane, well, Ayane's not a 9-framer. Honoka, Christie, characters like that. Fast characters. They will probably mash their punch. And if they do, you have this. You have this. This is too slow to beat that. But if you're fighting someone who likes to sidestep, you have this, and you have this. Know your options. So what can you do from this? The only thing that combos is that, or something like that. Or you can just go for the quick launch. Let's see what else. Reset pressure. Like I said this earlier in the stream. With Nyotengu, I don't always go for the big damage combos because it's more valuable to reset the situation to make your opponent, like, put your opponent in an uncomfortable situation. If you go for quarter circle throw and you go for the bound and you do this, look at what they do. This is guaranteed if they don't tech up. If they tech up, and you have options. They tech up, okay. You can quarter circle throw them. You can do this. Because you're going to be plus. You're going to be plus a million. Actually, hold on. Plus 30 or something? Have them recover. I have it at random. I got to have them hold. Oh, actually, you don't want them to tech immediately. You want them to tech, like, a little bit after. Let me see. In this situation, am I? You're supposed to hold. You're supposed to hold. Oh, what the heck? Oops. Wait, what? What? Oh, probably because this. All right. What is happening? Let me have him recover backwards and see. I'm plus 14. Holy shit. Okay. So if you put them in that situation, you are plus 14, which means you can hit them with this. That's 21 frames, but let's do some quick maths. 6, 7, that becomes 7 frames, all right? This becomes 7 frames, and you have other tracking options. You can go for this, which for some reason people are in this, and that's only -2. Let me reset everything. So if they block, this is only -2. Like I said, you could sidestep, you can do P plus K, you can go for this, you can fuzzy. Honestly, I probably recommend fuzzing over anything else. Look at the character and what they like to, like the person you're fighting, and look at what they like to do. You have strings, right? You can trick them out. Like, this is safe. That's -6. You don't have to do anything, but the best thing about it is if it hits, you're plus 29. Every single launcher except this will work. So go for that. That's a high attack. I don't usually go for that because people will low hold, and if they low hold, you're super negative. So like I said, I don't go for big damage. I just go for what gets me the most that out of that situation. So you got to time that one better, but which sometimes it guarantees that you have to, if you get hit by that, you have to tech up like immediately. Back tech specifically. You have that option. You have that, which will launch. And the other thing about it too, I'm gonna time this, right? So I'm gonna make it so that I do this, and if you don't do anything, right, and they block, there's a move that you can do, which is here. We'll get against the wall, which better shows why this is important. You have pressure. So if I go for this, okay, like here's the thing about this. I free cancel is not a combo. It resets. This is important because if I go for this and you block, I'm plus 13. So what does that mean? Okay, let me. This is guaranteed. P plus K is guaranteed after this or this, which is, I usually try to set that up against the wall. If there are people who don't like to like do wake up kicks, it's worked one time. Okay, it worked one time. That's guaranteed. But the thing about this move is that it only works here, but this move does not work because it's too far. Like, maybe you can micro dash up. Nah, because like it's yeah, you have so many frames that you need to do that in. So anyways, it's a good option in neutral as well. If they're not gonna low hold, I mean, you're plus 13. You can do this, or okay, my fault. Or you can do this. Like, you ideally want to set up with this character. You don't want to just always go for the big dig damage. You can do that if you need to win the match. But I've also learned that her bound combo is the least. So if I go for something like this, I don't think I can do this. No, you can't. Okay. So like, her bound combo doesn't do a lot. If you need, like, that is the 69. If you want to do the most damage that you can, 69 and you have meter, this is the best option. 92. If you're not trying to take any risk, because if you do this and they, okay, say they don't tech up, actually, what does that do? 92 was the highest, right? 90. It does one more damage than the guaranteed thing. But if you don't want to put yourself in a position where someone can get up and then you fuck up, this is also the option, because this always takes wall damage into consideration. Since the floor is technically a wall, it'll do plus 10, so that does 78 guaranteed. This is a good move for people who like to run in. People run at you, you can do that. People say is also a good move. Let's see. This string, you want to use, I want to say use it sparingly, because honestly, good players will always duck this or take their turn back. So, there's another Yane player that I fought that knew that. So if if I went for this, he always went for the low kick with Ayane. So that would just take me out of this attack and I'll get hit. But if you know the player isn't Ayane or they don't have attacks that go low, you have that. You can also do that. Which you can do this. Wait. Which is not unsafe. It's -7. So you, I mean, if they think it's unsafe enough for you to throw, you can just do P+K, or you can just immediately go for a launcher. Or you can do more guard break. But the thing is, I learned that people who mash will beat out that option. But if they're too scared to move, you can do that. Or this. And I usually try to delay it to see just exactly what they like to do. Because I don't think you can delay it enough to react to know if they're going to do that or the normal one. Or you can finish it out. Because people get hit by this last attack quite often too. But like I said, it's minus... Okay, that one's... That's -5. That one is a safer version of this. Because if you do it frame perfect, this is -7. But frame perfect for this one is minus... Oh, it's -4. Okay, there you go. In DOA 5, that was plus. So, don't forget she does have a sidestep. She can sidestep. But what's interesting to me is that a lot of people that I fought immediately did tracking moves if I try to approach this way. Like, they use the tracking moves, and I was like, wow, good lord. Okay, well. Oh, let's hear. One thing I will say to take advantage of, you don't always have to go, like, this is still her best option, of course. But when you have people who like to, like, mid kick hold all the time or low hold all the time, the best option is still to lug low throw them, because, once again, the amount of damage that you do when they low hold is this. 115, that's just, bruh. Like, punishing people like that, like, actually, you know what? I'll do a little snippet of the rank up match that I had. I think the guy was, like, he gave up. He fought me with 3 different characters. He fought me with Rachel, but he was U-, right? I beat him here. He fought me with Bayman. I beat him here. And then the one match I needed to rank up, bro did not give a fuck. I'm not even kidding. Like, he just did shit. Like, okay, good hold, good hold. I'm like, okay, that's good, that's good. I didn't mean to do that one, but it's a punish is a punish. Bro was just gonna press buttons. I knew that. Now, I just wait. But I don't know what part in this video he does. Oh, I think it's after this one. I know he does a low hold, but I'm able to react to it like fast enough to know that he does it. I try to go for a P+K there because the guard break. Just because you guard break doesn't mean, like, people usually go for throws there. I meant to cancel that and fly up. That's, you can throw punish that, but I don't. I didn't. Bro, he just did it. I knew he was gonna do that, but I thought I crouched long enough to not get hit by that. You can low throw punish that, and I don't know why I just didn't do that. You can literally just throw them. I'm trying to space it so that he whiffs a button. That move also goes under high attacks. Her critical burst. I knew where he does it. It's like when we're over by the boxes. So it must have been the next round. It wasn't over here. It was the next round. It was over here. Somewhere. Does that even... It does not. Yeah, they made that move negative. That's the... You're talking about 3 P+K, right? Yeah. And does that even use the airs? No. So that's why characters with special sidesteps are really fucking good, because their sidesteps function the same way that these god tier sidesteps work. So right there. Look at all that damage you took just because you low held. So anyways, people like to low hold a lot. So when they do, let me take it off of high counter. the best option is to go for launchers that aren't just the mid-kick launcher. You have this. You can do this option, which I think, yeah, which does more damage if you, like, don't bound. It's better to just go for a quick launch and then do that. Or you can do this, which is good. It's still good, solid damage. And if there's somebody who likes to press buttons no matter what, while this doesn't guarantee this attack, they're gonna get hit by that because they're gonna press buttons. They're not gonna respect Nyotengu, right? But make sure to only do a mid punch. Remember, crouching attacks, if you launch from a crouching attack, you get a higher launch. So this, ordinarily against characters that are mid-weight and up, you cannot bound them with this. You see, it whiffs. But this attack is a crouching attack, which allows you to bound them from here. But yeah, you see, it doesn't take meter. But it's a genuinely good side step. You can get people, like if people like to low wake up kick, you can fly over them and do this. Or you can do this, which will counter hit them. But take advantage of punch punch. It's one of her best tools, and it hits you from range. If somebody whiffs, you see how far back I am for that to hit? And then you have follow-ups. You can delay your strings. You can do that. Well, let me see. You can do that, you know? Reset the situation. If they don't get up, do that. If you notice that they get up every time, you just don't faint and then do that. This puts you in a deep stun. Usually, I'd say with Nyotengu, do quick launches. When they're like, you want to do a perfect mix of like doing quick launches, throws, to make them scared of holding at that point. Because it's just like Tina. You don't want to hold against Tina too often because she's got devastating throws. Those shits will kill you. It's like alpha. This move doesn't. I hate it. It's sad. This is the only thing that you can do from that. But if they tech up, I think you're negative. So, and it's a negative guard break in this game. In DOA 5, I think it was +2 or something. That's how I want it. But it's -4. It's -3 from that range. Let me see. I'm trying to... Because you got to be close to do it. But yeah, it's normally -4. Know her safe options. I'm pretty sure that's unsafe. Yeah, it's -8. Anything -8 and up are unsafe. -7 and down is free real estate. Except against grapplers. Against Hayabusa, Bass, Tina, Lisa, and Honoka, things that are -7 are unsafe. Because their forward throws are 6 frames instead of 7 frames. Let's see. I was thinking about this earlier, but I wish Nyotengu was a grappler, because if she was, I mean, I guess you can't have a reset throw be 6 frames. No, because isn't Bass's 6 frame? His forward throw is 6 frames. So is Honoka. Nah, if Nyotengu, listen. Okay, Nyotengu got really, really, really good buffs already. This would take her above and beyond, because she would be able to punish Ayane's forward punch kick and other characters who have -7 moves. That would be absurd, honestly. Okay, you know what? Let's not get too crazy. Yeah, Honoka's 6 frames. Like Honoka still has the issue that, because Nyotengu has this at the very least. She has this move. She has this. She has a bunch of shit to make up for it. Because Tina is solid. She has a bunch of crushes too, but she doesn't have this. Honoka still has T-Rex arms. They may have given her, like, DOA 6 Honoka and DOA 6 Nyotengu got some of the biggest glow ups, I think, of any character in this game. Like, no other character I can think of just got so giga buffed, right? Like, I'm so glad they gave Nyotengu so much love in this game, because this character was, she was decent in 5, right? But she was more gimmicky than usable. In this game, she's still kind of gimmicky, but she's more setup heavy, where she has gimmicks, but like she has real shit that works. In DOA 5, you had to almost exclusively rely on gimmicks, and unless you got the right situation to even use those gimmicks, you're not gonna get far with her. And she, like I said, this move was plus in DOA 5. P plus K was 11 frames, but it was still good. The problem is that she can't, like, this move is so godly. It's unsafe as fuck. And when I tell you, only like 3 people punish this move. It's minus 10. But only 3 people punish that move. This move is a deep stun because people have countered the second punch of this. And I usually free cancel from here because you can do this, or you can do this. You can do that to follow up, delay it. Because if they immediately mid punch hold, it'll be delayed enough. Reset. Now you want them to buff Hanukkah more? What? Nah. Actually, you want to... Let's talk about Hanukkah real quick. Why is she better in this game? Let's not do random. Let's beat her friend. Now, Hanukkah suffered in DOA 5 because her T-Rex arms is not a joke. This shit is devastating. She cannot reach you. But what did they give her in this game that made her really good? The fact that she got Dragon Gunner? Her bound is still pretty good. Her air throw is really fucking good. There's a Hanukkah player that I fought. What did he do? Was it that? I think it was against the wall. I think you gotta delay that. And then you can do that. Oh, but he did that to me, and I was like, it looked so smooth. But the air option is already like... It does respectable damage, especially on counter hit. The fact that they gave her this attack too. Now I don't remember if it was that's not what I wanted. How do I? Because I can't do this off of I need to see what it is when it's blocked. Wait, yeah. How do you do it again? Because you can go back. You can go in a stance from this. Oh, yeah, okay. That's plus 13? I understand. Also understand. This is neutral, and this is unsafe. -2. Give her more stance follow-ups. Honestly, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, the fact that she has a low launcher is pretty crazy. Because you can do that, or immediately go for that. Like, people gotta understand, this scales with the combos that you're doing. So the longer the combo, and the more that you do, if you bound, it scales. 110. Like, that still does a good amount of damage, right? But strictly doing this, that does more damage. Do you see that does more damage than if you try to go for the bound? She has a 3-way guess with that stance? Yeah. Because you can go for the throw. Go for this. Or go for this. Pretty sure this is... If I can do it right. Okay, what? Hello? There we go. +1? Alright, whatever. +1 with a fast character is a big deal still. Or you can do... I just like doing this. The fact that they gave her that, because before, I know she had that before, but it didn't really have a lot of application because it would immediately bounce to your opponent. The fact that you could do it from here, go back in a stance to do Dragon Gunner, do that too, because you have enough advantage, right? Let me see. You're plus 25. This comes out at 12 frames. Oh, it's 12 parry frames. It's 7 frames it comes out. So, this is guaranteed from here. It's the same with Jan Lee. She has a lot of guard breaks. And they're actually really good. I never see, like, Ayana's. I never see Honeka's really go for them. Even though this one's neutral, so you don't really want to go for that. She has this. Plus 23. She has that as plus... Yeah, it's not a high number. But, like, that exists. If you block that, that's plus 13. And the thing about this move, you get a guaranteed follow-up. You can go for that, or you can go for... You know, go for that. This one's plus 1. But like I said, plus 1 with a fast character makes a difference. Like, you see her forward throw is 6 frames. Anyways, this one is unsafe. Minus 13, actually. You can literally strike punish that. For Nyotengu, you can do P plus K. She doesn't have the follow-up. She has that one, but... That's plus 1. I don't remember if Ellen has worked that way, too. But, like... That used to be the setup. Like, you get up... Minus 13. Good lord. I know I usually strike punish that, but I didn't know that was, like, a legit, like, thing. What else does she have? And they're highs and they're slow, yeah. Yeah. But you can absolutely force people to set up and do this. Like, if you know somebody is, like, they're not gonna wake up kick and they get up immediately, sure, you can throw them. You can reset throw them. But why do that when you can guarantee damage? You can guarantee damage that way. That's gonna be more than just your typical forward throw. Of course, you're taking a gamble, but, like... And then she still has this. That's minus 9. That's really unsafe, though. Especially for a low. Low throws are 4 frames, as you can see. Or are they 5 frames? No, they're typically 5 frames. She's a grappler, so hers is going to be 4 frames. But it's fast recovery. What the hell was I doing that put her in that stance? Oh wait, was it yeah, it's 15 frames recovery, so then that's safe too. Minus 2. That's actually that's safe against most of the cast. Her down punch. Online, that move is stupid. Absolutely. You run into Lisa players? This might as well say plus 17, bro. And she can also go in a stance from that. So you can... Like, you can just go for the combo. You get more damage that way. But I guess with the balance system and the break bloat. Anyways, she also got this in this game. That's pretty big. Because like their only options were 2 unsafe strings. Like sure she could free cancel from that, but like you had this. Oh, but I guess you also had this. We're all unsafe. -8, -9, -13. She also gets... I mean, she's been had that too. What else did she get in this game? Oh, I guess that's unsafe. Wait. That's right. That is unsafe. No, wait. What the fuck? Hold on. So you guys want to know something that's really funny? There is a rule that DOA 6 has with fatal stuns. No matter the fatal stun, if it's a fatal stun, it's unsafe. That was the rule. Anyone want to explain to me what the fuck this shit is? Why is a fatal stun that's our normal hit -5? Also, the thing that was a Hanukkah exclusive to make up for her lack of range, this move is plus. Zax used to be plus in DOA 5 and then they took it away. They took it away and gave it to Hanukkah. I think it used to be +2. And now it actually used to be +2 for Hanukkah as well. Now it's +3 if you go in a stance. And if you just do it in neutral, it's minus. It's just neutral. It's 0. Not punishing you? Okay. That's all. Well, yeah. Realistically, I think Hanukkah and Nyotengu were the biggest winners of the transition from 5 to 6. Because the system works so well with those characters. And it feels like for Nyotengu especially, they gave her things that she should have had in DOA 5. Kokoda was a winner. Oh, you know what? No, Kokoda was a winner. Kokoda got a lot of love too. Let's see. So, you know, at first I was upset that this automatically bound your opponent like that. Like it made them roll back like this. But this is actually such a good like change. In DOA 5, it puts you in a sit down stun, and if you were in a critical burst range, like you can go for this, or you can go for like, let's say, go for this. Go for this. I mean, obviously, this didn't exist in DOA 5, but like maybe you go for this, and then you go for that, and then they held. You can critical burst, but it puts them in a position where you either have to. The guesses with her in that scenario was the same as the reset throw. You either do this, you either throw, you either do this, because this didn't exist. Or you can just do this. But again, people would crouch underneath that. DOA 5, she did not have a ground throw. That, like, you don't want to lay on the ground in this game, especially against her. This was also another change. This right here, the fact that she can go into this, if she had that in 5, she would be so much better and feel a lot more smooth to play, because in DOA 5, the only option she had was this. If you counter, or if you could recognize that this attack would come out, she only has 2 things that she can do: finish the string or free cancel. So she was in a negative position to begin with in that scenario. Granted, this used to guard break, and it actually launched high enough to do combos with and throw. This used to be a positive guard break. And what else? Oh, she couldn't do this before, or no, she can't do that in DOA 5. Yeah, she can do that. What she couldn't do was this, like I said earlier. The balance system works because... Oh, what did I want to do? Like, she has a plethora of options. She can do that. This one's really good to to do. Obviously this one, because it forces them to get even more damage, and if they tech up, you're still in an advantageous position. They gave her this move, which it's somewhat difficult to pull off most of the time when you do her bound. But the benefits of doing this move is that this move exists, and people will always go for this move. And like I said, no one adapted to this. So when I was like, okay, if I go for this, if I go for a reset throw, I don't want to have to keep doing this. But literally no one respected that. So whatever. But sometimes you catch them in this, and spin stuns are honestly sometimes more scary because now you're reset. Because if you time it right, and you do this, you okay, if you're close enough, you can okay, well, you can do it, just I don't know why it's like, I mean, I don't want to do it from there. Maybe do it from here. Yeah, I think that's easier, right? Because like you recovered right on time, so like sometimes people will time things to where even if you make the right move to attack, you're not attacking fast enough for your move to come out. Strikes will always be throws, but if you're not fast enough, you'll just get thrown. And it doesn't give you enough time to really think about your next move. And like I said, you can just do the guarantee stuff. Or, you know, you can do that. Go for that. Go for this, and against lightweights, this is more deadly. But yeah, she got a lot of like good things in this game. I think one of the biggest things too that's annoying is that this, when you do this move, you can't do this. And then like you can do her bound from just about anything, right? Or bound stuff, like you can go into that. The fact that she does have a quick launch. This is 16 frames and it may seem slow, but it's fast enough, man. The fact that they gave her this as well, it has worked for me in some stuff. Like it worked for me in that one phase 4 online rank match. And it has worked in some of the matches that I've had online since. But of course the ones that I upload are usually the ones where I get hit out of the sky. Like I'm telling you, like this pressure is so good. It's so valuable. Because it's +9 if they get up, and if they don't tech up, that's free damage. It's more like, that's 57. That's 44 if you finish it, right? And if they don't tech up. And you know, I'm glad I didn't run into other Nyotengu players, because it's not just mirror matches that are terrible, but fighting against Nyotengu is pretty scary. All right, I'm glad I'm not in the position of fighting a Nyotengu. I'm glad I was the Nyotengu. This character's fucking terrifying to fight, bro. But I don't know. I don't understand why I never saw a lot of her. I didn't think she was relatively difficult to learn. I mean, she can be like kind of hard to master if you're not like, I guess, putting the time in. But like, I think she's pretty straightforward. You want to do this one because this will always net you the most damage. Because this 61, and then this one also does the same amount of damage, 61. But guaranteed ground pound into the guaranteed throw, 83 damage. I'll take that. And the other thing too, right? Since you don't have a power blow in this game, you can't charge it up. That was the go-to thing after this move. So what you can do here is this, because that reaches, or this. Or you can do this if you really want to be silly. Let's see. And so another benefit of Nyotengu, especially in this game, because it was all the same in DOA 5 as well, but not a lot of characters are built this way. Because Nyotengu, actually, aren't Baymans better? So she has the added benefit that her bound works on every weight class. A lot of characters suffer from this because they can't bound, like, especially Momiji. Momiji fucking suffers the most from this. She cannot bound heavyweights unless you have to do a very specific combo route. Nyotengu can just do it from everything. Like this one, well, okay, not everything. Which gives her the same situations, the same, like, setups that she can do on the rest of the cast. Same advantages. And that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. Her combos don't just stop working because you're fighting a heavyweight. Like, you can still do a lot of her shit. Like, obviously, you can't do this one, but you can still do this, which is the better option anyways. But if you're against a wall, you probably want to go for this. The only issue I have with her is this. So, you can still do this combo, right? The problem is against the wall. Because against the wall, you have to do the punch, punch, punch thing. But if you do it here... What? Huh? What? I'm sorry. What? Huh? If I mash it. I'm going to kill something. Why is it working now? I think it's in these situations. I think it's here. Yeah, okay. So... when you do it in neutral, like do it like here, not against the wall... you have to delay it, but you can get more damage this way from other weight classes. Let me see if I can time it. But it's not worth timing it. Yeah, it's too low. Yeah, it's too soon. Alright, whatever. Because you would do this after and then go for that. Which would give you more damage than if you go for this. What else? Tengu Stomp is the same. It's a true mid. Too slow, though. It's 29 frames, bro. Come on. This is 21 frames. I guess you can also do this. Actually, you want to do this. Because it's a fast launch, but that doesn't work on heavyweights. Interesting. This is good. So there are very specific scenarios where this is a better option than this. So... I mentioned earlier how people set up situations where they'll get the throw guarantee. So remember how I said you do this, and then you do this, and then you can go for this? So the same can be said for this. Because that, I mashed that. I did that as soon as I was able to. I'm mashing it, right? So right as you recover, you get hit by that. In a situation like this, even though a quarter circle throw is the best option, you're not going to be able to get that off in time because I got hit with this combo against a Bayman player. There was a Bayman who would constantly put you in a situation where he does a string, and if you don't do anything, his offensive throw will catch you right the frame that you recover. So you can't do a quarter circle throw because it's too slow. You have to actually go for the 10 frame throw instead, which high counter, that is still pretty good damage. Like, obviously you want to go for quarter circle, but like on high counter, this does some pretty nice damage. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, my ranked days in DOA 6 are done. I'm not doing DOA 5 ranked because fuck that. DOA 6 on PC, that's not happening either. Oh, I mean, she also has this too. Because she can automatically do that. People don't expect this. Let me see. If I do... maybe this? Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. We can't do that there. You can do it here. Does this work? Oh, it still works. Wow. 112 damage. Free. Now continue the grind. I'm good. I got as high as I think I could get. Listen, the people who do still play this game at high level are actual killers. Like that one Ayane player who did rage quit on me when he was playing Lei Fang. That guy still did beat my ass before. Like, I beat him one round, he beat me the 2 rounds after. I beat him that one round, he beat me the second round, I beat him the third round, right? We're even. Mr. Cool Dude still plays this game. I get ranked, or I get matched against him, not a lot, but I still get ranked against him. There are other like diamond players that I fight too, I think. Maybe? I know there's sapphire players I fight a lot. But like, those people can and will easily adapt. I don't think I'm strong enough of a player to adapt fast enough, because then I have to learn how to fight them. Like, I have to learn how to fight characters at a high level instead. Like, medium level, easy. That's easy for me. High level, there are some things I'm used to, but a lot of the shit I'm just not used to like dealing with. I've never been put in a lot of those situations where I have to like really lab it out. And with Nyotengu, it's much harder because she's slower. And it becomes where her setups, well, no, I was still hitting everybody with the force tech. Like if I go for this into the bound and I go for this and they tech up, I would always hit them with it. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I go for that sometimes too, or I would go for offensive throw. But I really want more people to play this character. I think I've explained enough. Oh, wait, no, I didn't explain one other big thing about this character, right? Now, you guys will be seeing this a lot in my videos. This right here is the fucking best move, one of the best moves in the game. One of the best situations in the game. Because, now this is, I'm used to doing this one. You don't want to do this one because like you recover too fast. Like if you do it too soon, yeah, then you're really minus. But I time it online. I time it online just fine. But like, what people typically go for is this one. Oh, that's worse. Huh. Anyways, do this. Delay it for a second if you need to, and do it. There's only been 3 players, I think, that properly countered this. Typically, if I deem a player, if I feel like a player is smart enough to throw, it's an offensive throw. Remember, if somebody does an offensive throw and you know they're gonna do an offensive throw them back. Do a normal throw, because that's gonna be high counter. That's gonna be the same as if they hold hold one of these. It's very important that you don't get put in this in the blender. This, I literally just win matches off of this. I remember I did this to somebody like 4 times in a row, but they didn't know what to do. Like, they just took it, and it was like a relatively high-ranking player. So like, she has, the thing about this thing, it's better to just block. But if you suspect, typically Nyotengu players will do this twice, right? Because then the setup is, okay, what do you do now? You have this, like what I'm saying with Nyotengu, do not, and I'm saying this, I think this is the best way to play Nyotengu. Do not always opt for the highest damaging combo that you can get. It's better to reset the situation and make people guess and fumble, because doing this, you have this, and if you hit the wall, you have this. This is guaranteed. This is all guaranteed. They can't break hold, they can't hold, they can't do nothing, and that's free damage. You have just a normal one, and if you don't want to do that, you can do quick launch. If it hits the wall, we're not timing it right. Just go for a quick launch. All right. Standing kick. Now, the other things about Nyotengu is more character specific stuff, and I could go on about that, but personally, I don't. That's a lot. That would have to be for a different stream. So again, my crowning achievement for now. I know this isn't. Listen, in the heights or depths of high rank players, 1 star, that's nothing. You're just tickling the surface. Those people who grinded it up to like Sapphire and Diamond and Ruby and emerald ranks, those are the real, like, one thing I will say, I've said it several times, rank is not important in this game. I said it in my Discord server to my good friends. People treat rank as an example of their skill. Rank does not equate your skill, actually. And people put too much emphasis on rank as the end-all be-all. Personally, when I played rank, I did not have a goal. I just wanted to see if I could. And when I played just to play, whether, you know, win or loss, I didn't care. Because I was having fun learning matchups. I was having fun playing the fighting game that I love the most, personally. As you can see, like, I'm better than the online players that I fought. But offline, that's a different story. But a lot of the shit they would be doing wouldn't fly anyways. Okay. So, it's 10:56 for me, as you can see. I have Grand Blue to do. I don't have much to grind in Grand Blue now, but I've got to play Grand Blue. I want to watch some YouTube. I want to eat something. So I'm going to end the stream here. I hope that this stream will help a lot of people not just learn Nyotengu, get interested in her, but fall in love with the game again. Still play it, because like I played online as a whim to see if people were playing it, and I found people. Now, granted, because the population isn't that high, the players aren't going to be that great, myself included, right? That being said, play as good as you can be. See how far you can go. Learn. Don't, like, I really urge people to like save replays, save matches, win or loss. What did you do right? Even if you win a match, it doesn't mean that you did everything right. What is it that you can improve on? What can you like tighten up? Like tighten up your defense. Like, you can't do everything right online either. And that doesn't mean like mash like a madman. Understand your situations, when it's safe for you to press buttons, when it's safe for you to just block. When do you sidestep? When do you take your turn back? VC, when I'm done, I gotta go do something real quick. So I'll be back, and I'll come back in the VC after I do that. Learn frames also. So again, final message with this. -8 and up is unsafe. Forward throws are 7 frames. Keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to punish those online, and you can probably get a feel, but some moves are deceptive. So like this, people think this is unsafe. It is not. It is -2. Be careful. Nyotengu has this. She has this. She can sidestep. She can still attack. That's fine? Okay. I'll let you know when I'm free. Learn match, like at the match start. What is it that people do? What is their fastest option? What is their best option? If people run in your face, typically I like to back up, right? I like to, because I can play range, right? Nyotengu has punch, and that's only -6. And if it's not blocked, and people will like run at you, right? Know your options. The obvious thing for Nyotengu is this, but I mean, you can still like hit people with it, but it doesn't mean it's always a good option. I have hit people with this. People expect me to do this, so they hold or they sidestep, and I just hit them with a throw. Round start. Nyotengu can do this. It crushes high attacks. Like if I'm Bass and I do something like that. Okay, well. What? No. Do it. Alright, I'm glad. Here, we'll do it like this. Alright. I'm so glad I did that. Like you see, it crushes highs. And that also goes under highs. You also have that. That stops Brad. Okay. See, and that's like, I really want to start talking about like character specific stuff. So you know how Brad does his around the world mid punch attack, which is like it doubles as like a sidestep almost. Here, what the heck? I will not be buying. Remember when we didn't have to buy this stuff? Remember when I had this costume? Remember when I had this costume? Anyways, this move, or if they do, let's see. Let me see. How do I? No, I think it's the heck? What? Stop. That. Okay. So you see how it goes completely around the world and it gets around my attacks? Okay. Okay, that caught it. But usually if I do that, that's not going to work. So usually the best option is that. Round start. And the same thing goes for Elena's Bokuho. This stops her Bokuho. I think it stops Christie's sidestep too. Her specials one. I'm not sure. But learn what these characters like to do. Because the people, if you go on DOA 6 right now, you're likely going to fight the same people for a good while. So learn what it is that they like to do and learn how to deal with it. Alright, that's going to be the stream. I'm going to go. I can do more character specific stuff on another day. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I hope you guys come back, maybe play the game some. Don't buy anything from this fuck ass company. But like, I've got the rest of my videos to upload, and I might go back to DOA 5 afterwards, but we'll see. I'm gonna uninstall DOA 6 though too, because I don't need to be on this game anymore. Yay! I just like DOA 6 Nyotengu, so I don't know. We'll see. All right, chat. We will see you next stream.